want to come up here. Always want to come up here. Good
Yeah, I'll
morning.
be in Tampa soon.
What? What you say?
I said I'll be in Tampa soon. No,
What is
I'm
that?
serious. I remember. I will not forget you after what you told me yesterday.
What?
You know?
Okay. What
Yeah.
did I tell you? What did I tell you yesterday? That's unforgettable. Alexa, volume one. What?
That
What?
that you say you're gonna come over, whatever, and then I'm gonna come over, and then you never said that before.
I never said what before.
All the stuff you say. Oh fuck.
But yes, I did.
This is 18 and over, right?
Yeah, it's 18 and over.
Oh.
What? Mhm.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
Uh, you know what you say, man. Come on, don't make me say that.
What did I say? No, I mean, come on. Come on. You're grown up. Say
You
what
said
you.
that I tell you that I come over there and then I don't do nothing. I'm working. I can't just sleep like that. And then you say, uh, well, I'm blunt all the time. You say that you're just gonna have fun and just be like friends,
Man, you spit it out. Shit.
friends with benefits. I can't believe you made me say that. Come on,
What, you
hey,
never believed
my
a woman
cheeks,
just
my
wants to
cheeks, my
smash? Is that
cheeks,
what
my
you're
cheeks
saying?
turn red too. Come on.
That what?
I'm a what you call it? I'm a romantic guy, so my cheeks turn red too. You know,
You're a romantic guy, so your what? Your cheeks don't do what?
they turn red. Oh my god.
Oh, I
I
made you blush. I made you blush by saying that. You serious?
well,
Ain't no.
what you said yesterday, but it's okay. I'll tell you I'll come over there when I can, and then
You still ain't here.
I don't even know you, but
Okay,
I'll
so
take a chance. I come over
okay.
there.
I'm still waiting.
Is that you? What's the tattoo you have on your chest?
Say that again.
What's the tattoo you have on your chest?
It's my first tattoo I ever got when I was, I don't know, 17, 18 years old. It's a stupid ass tattoo. I fucking regret it now. Good morning, Adrian.
Mm.
But it's actually a baby. It's a baby with a Puerto Rican flag as a diaper.
Oh, okay.
And then the name
It's
underneath it.
creative. Whatever. Hey, it's
Can
you.
I finish
You
saying?
do whatever the hell you want.
No.
Don't have to explain to nobody what it is, and.
Why? You asked me what me. Why
No,
would
no,
you
no. I'm
ask me?
saying
I don't need to
that you don't have
explain
to
it.
explain because people would
Why?
think, oh, what is that? It's just what you thought at that moment.
What? Then why'd you ask me then?
No, I just say what it is, but I'm not
That
gonna
doesn't make any
judge
sense.
you. I'm not gonna judge you for what it is.
I
That's what
don't
I'm
give a
saying.
what the fuck. Then you should have
Okay.
never asked.
All right. So listen, I just came in here for a second.
Oh
I'm gonna get
Lord.
back to you. I gotta work in a few hours. I gotta take a little nap.
What a waste of fucking time. And then I'm
No,
gonna
no
sit
waste
here
of
and
time.
believe that you're
There's
gonna
no waste of
actually come
time.
over here and fuck me.
Yes, I
Bullshit.
wanna. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
bullshit,
is that
you
what you
liar.
really
You don't
want?
even want to have
I
a
want you to be
conversation
honest.
with
I
me.
want you to be honest. Is that what you really want?
What the fuck? Why am I gonna say it if I don't mean it?
Okay. Because that's what I like to do. Okay,
All right,
I'll get
sure you
back to
do.
you. I'm not gonna get back
All
to you
right,
until
bye.
I'm ready. So
Bye.
so you don't think
Bye.
I'm full of shit.
You are full of
I
shit.
gotta work tomorrow, Mother's Day.
Okay, yeah,
Well,
I get
today.
it. Uh-huh.
Uh,
Bye.
So what
Later.
do you like to do?
Oh, no, I thought you didn't want to have a conversation with me.
Well,
I like to fuck. I like to fuck, Rufino. I like to fuck.
you suck a good cock.
Sorry?
You suck good.
It's what? I don't know. Come find out.
Okay, but I'm asking you
They ask me what?
if you suck good.
I'm not gonna talk about it. I'll be about it. You
Okay.
wanna know? You fucking find out
All
about
right,
it.
all right, all right, all right.
You wanna talk about that, but you don't wanna talk about my fucking tattoo that you asked me about. That's
No,
crazy.
baby, come on.
Baby. Ain't your baby?
Oh, I know. I heard that before. Oh,
You
believe me.
heard that what?
I
You heard
know.
what?
I'm not nobody's baby. I just try to be polite and then say, I'm not your
Is that
baby.
polite?
So,
You being
I
polite
want
by
to say
asking
something
me
and I don't say
if I
nothing to
fuck
them.
good? Is that
Huh?
being polite? Are you being polite by asking me if I fuck
No,
good?
I took it back. I'm not saying
You
it no
took it
more.
back. It's too late. You already said
Okay. All right.
it.
So we say some things, man. I don't ask, and you say that you really do it, and then I don't
I
post
don't
it.
make it. Yeah, I know. We're gonna keep on talking about it. Let me. You're
We're
gonna.
we're we're middle aged, so
What? We're
we're
middle
middle aged.
age.
Well, you might
You
be.
right? Middle age.
You're bad.
I'm
Okay.
very bad. I'm very bad. Let
Yeah.
me ask you something, Rufino, since you're up here, and see if you can have a conversation. Since you want to have a conversation, what's the best advice your mother ever gave you?
She doesn't tell me stuff. She lets me be.
Your mother never gave you any type of advice.
No, well, she knows if I bring you here, she knows if you're good or if you're not. Because she did that shit to the last girlfriend I had.
Said
And
what?
then, and she was right. And she was right.
So she gave you advice about a girlfriend that you used to see?
No, I told her, Mom, and then she's like,
Thank you,
like,
honey.
you know,
Money.
uh,
So your mother told you,
she's a fat bitch. She told me she's a fat bitch.
wow, really, Rufino? That's what your mother, that's the advice your
Well, not like that. She goes, she's so big because she had she had a BBL.
Okay. Well, that's the reason why you knew about BBL smelling. Okay, what that got to do with your mother?
Well, you asked me what's the
Okay,
best advice my
so
mother
your
gave me.
mother gave you the advice of don't fuck fat bitches who got
No,
BBL?
she say I go, what do you think of her, Mom? And she's like, like that's what she didn't say. And then she just said things that she was fat, one time.
Oh, okay.
And
So,
and flabby. Flabby.
flabby. So that was the advice that your mother gave you, not to fuck fat bitches that are flabby.
Listen, my mother is my best friend.
And she's your
She
best
gives
friend.
me a
That's
lot
the
of
only
advice.
advice she's
She's
ever
always
given
right.
you.
She's always right.
Okay, what does she always write about? What advice have you she has ever given you?
She doesn't need to give me advice. She
Your
just
mother's never given you advice.
she just if I ask her something, like I used to go to church with her, and
Okay.
then I stopped going because I got bored. And then she never came out because you have to feel it on your own if you want to go to church. You cannot.
Okay.
Somebody cannot make you go to church. If
Absolutely.
somebody tells you, "Oh, you gotta go to church," no. If you don't feel it,
I get
it's
that.
it's no point.
So there's that the advice that she gave you?
Oh my goodness. Uh, uh I don't know, babe. Oh,
You don't know. You don't know. Okay, so for me, right? I mean, my mother has given me a lot of great advice, right?
okay.
So for one of the things is that the advice that she gave me is she gave me a lot, but the one thing that I was thinking about when I came on this live today was my mother used to tell me never talk shit about your partner unless you're ready to get rid of him for good because you only end up looking stupid at the end because you're gonna take him back. You know what I'm saying? So she's like, if you're gonna take, if there's even a possibility of you taking your man back, don't talk shit about him because you're gonna end up looking stupid. So that was
Eh,
the best advice my
that's a
mother
good.
ever
That's
gave
good.
me.
That's good. Yeah, you're right. And
Yeah,
that happens. That happens all the fucking time.
it does happen all the time. I like because especially I think when um if you sit there and talk shit about just your spouse, right, or your person that you with, and then that gives them so now your family members all of a sudden got this way about them, like, oh damn, this is how that dude is. He's a piece of shit, da 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 da, and they start not liking the person. And next thing you know, I take the person back, and now there's a wedge between them because now every time I bring my man around
They
this
don't
person,
like them.
my family, they're over
Yeah.
there side eyeing them all the time. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that was
but
the
this
advice that my
person was
mother
just
gave me. Hmm.
temporary. It was not even 2 years. That and I knew from from the get go pretty much. Not the get go, but a little bit after. I knew it was just to uh like I work a lot and I work and then I just she was a friend of mine, so we talked and then at one point I discovered that I go no fuck this bitch is like I'm
You
just
think you
gonna
do
be
it?
here for now so I can
Mhm.
satisfy myself. I'll be honest. That's it.
You decided to do what for yourself?
To satisfy myself. In the
Okay.
meantime, because I was working, I didn't wanna uh get try to look for somebody else or anything.
Oh,
That's
that's a
it.
great reason.
No,
But
that's
no, I get it. We
I
do
tell
that
you
all
the
the
truth.
time. I think us we all do that. I think we all do that. We all just stick around. We know somebody's not good for us, and we stick around anyway.
Yeah. But you can have a friend and then with mutual respect, it get uh you can have everything on top of the table and then whatever
Mm.
that you agree on,
I completely agree. I think as an adults, we should be able to communicate with with what we want up front.
have
And
sex. and go from there. That's it.
I'll go
That's what I
from
think.
there. I don't know. Go from there because if we have an agreement that it's just gonna be sex, and it should just be sex. There
No, no,
shouldn't
no
be.
agreement. You
It
don't
should just
agree on that.
go
You
in
just
from
do
there.
it, and then you go from there.
What go from there? What does that go from there mean?
Oh my goodness, no. You see how you get along with the person.
Yeah, well, I'm not here trying to get along with you. I'm just trying to get along with your penis.
Okay.
I mean, really, right? Wait, what are we having a conversation about? Thank you, Harmony
Okay.
love. Good morning.
All
Happy
right.
Mother's Day. No, for real. Like
Well,
if you
you can get
if
along
you
with the
being
penis.
upfront with somebody, right? You being upfront with somebody, and you're telling somebody, hey, we just smashing and that's it. Then we just smashing and that's it. There's no getting to know somebody. That's it. What I
Oh,
mean,
okay. Okay.
that's
All
some
right.
extra,
That's fine.
right?
That's fine with me.
That's
I agree. I agree. I agree.
go on. Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you
Hey,
too.
baby, I gotta take a little
I know
nap
you
and
said that
I gotta
already.
go. Listen. Uh, I sent you my number. And you never call. So
Oh
just so you know.
Lord, Rufino. I mean, you've been saying that shit for the
I
past
sent you my
couple
number.
of weeks.
Okay.
What? Okay, yeah, and you still haven't sent it. That's the fucking crazy
I
part
sent
about
it to
it.
you on
No,
live.
you didn't. I still didn't fucking get it. Now,
Okay,
what
I'll
the
send
fuck
it
you
to you
saying about?
tomorrow when I get off work. I gotta
Okay,
go work
sure.
for
I'm
4 hours.
holding my fucking breath. Okay, yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Yep, yep,
Listen,
yep.
I might
Mm-hmm.
show up over there and
Okay.
Tapa. It's like 3.5 hours.
Alrighty. Mm-hmm. I'm waiting for you.
Are you serious? That's what I
Oh
want to
my
know.
God, stop being so fucking
Okay,
insecure. Don't you
I'm
know
gonna
you're a
surprise
fucking
you over
grown
there, but
ass
I don't even have
fucking
your
man.
number.
You're a grown
All right,
ass
all right, all right,
man.
all
Go
right,
for what you want. Get some
all right.
fucking balls and go do something. Shit.
Okay, all right,
Oh,
all right,
Lord.
all
Too
right, baby.
early in the morning. And it's Mother's fucking Day.
I know. Happy Mother's Day. All right,
Yeah,
sweetie.
happy Mother's Day to you too. Shit.
I'm not a mother. I'm a motherfucker. All right, we'll talk, baby. I gotta work at a
Yeah,
hotel
yeah.
in Fort Lauderdale tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
4 hours.
yeah.
And listen, I'll get back. Listen,
Good morning, bro.
I'll get
Happy
back to you
Mother's
on over
Day.
here on TikTok, and then I'll send you a
What?
message, and then
Okay.
I'll wait for you to respond. Okay,
Okay.
sweetie.
Sure.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.
I meant, did you leave it? Yeah, exactly. Cause exactly, brown sugar. Cause they be acting. These men be acting like bitches. That wasn't nice. I wasn't nice. I gotta be nice. I just got my page back today. I just got my page back today. I gotta be nice. Good morning, Durs. Hello. Good morning. I don't know if you guys know that you're up here. Good morning, Harmony Love. Good morning.
Happy Mom's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. How are you doing this morning?
I am doing great. And yourself?
Oh, I love that. I'm doing amazing too. I fucking slept all day yesterday. So I got a lot of energy today. And I woke up this morning and I did my quiet time this morning. And I'm ready to take over the world for at least a couple of
Yeah,
hours and I'll go back to sleep.
I just got off my live, so I was like,
Did you have a good live?
huh?
Did you have a good
I
live?
did. I just got it. You just got your page back today. I just got mine taken down. My
Oh,
main page.
Lord.
Yeah, some
No.
girl, some female.
All the time.
Ooh. Huh?
It's always a female.
It just is a female.
Mm-hmm.
Went and got my page shut down because of something she did wrong. And yeah, yeah, she did something wrong, and I'm questioning. Let me just tell you this. Can I just share the story? Because I'm like,
Absolutely, absolutely. And Brown, so you know I'm always acting up. Please tell me the story because I love a good story.
you love a good story.
I love a good story.
So I used to do a fashion show, like
Good
a
morning, Bella.
personality
Happy
fashion
Mother's Day.
show on TikTok.
Oh, I love that. That's nice.
Right. And it was, it was a fashion show with clothes. You come in your attire that represents you and tells me about your personality through your clothes,
I love that.
right? Like your outfit right now, that's your personality. I can see you. That's your personality, right? So the last time I did it was October of last year for Halloween. I put on this big extravaganza, and then, there are people. I had like 14, 15 people who said they were going to be there, only seven. Had like 14, 15 people who said they were going to be there, only 7 showed up to participate.
Okay.
Yeah, right? 5 women, 2 guys. Um,
Love that idea.
so
That's a great idea, by the way.
yeah, so it took place,
Mm-hmm.
and the winner. I had secret judges, and whoever they chose as a first, second, or third place winner was going to receive gifts. But the first place would have received a handmade something from me.
I
So
love
what
that.
I did, and for all the people that didn't show up, I was pretty ticked, but we still had a good show. And instead of me blessing the ones that didn't show up,
Mm-hmm.
I tend to give blessings to the ones that did. And I said, well, I sew, so I make hand, ladies accessories, and it was 5
Oh,
ladies.
beautiful.
So I made them back. I made each and every one of them a nice my tote bag,
I love
one
that
of a
idea.
kind, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm pretty sure you personally made it for each one of them because that was the whole point of the whole thing. I love that idea.
Oh, it gets okay.
Well, I know because
So
this was in October, you said, right?
right, right.
Okay.
So I sent out. It took me some time, and I sent it out when I was able to send it out. And when I finally sent out, it was one person that that came on here like I owed her something. She act like I owed her. You getting something for free that would have cost you about $36 to $60 or more. And you
Mm-hmm.
getting it for free, and you coming on in here trying to warn me about something I owe that you think I owe you. So
Really?
I had already sent it out. Now I wish I held on to it, because if I knew she was gonna come on my platform saying what she said, I would have never sent it out.
Okay, so she went on your platform and started saying, like, you owe me something.
No, she was like, I still ain't get my bag. I still ain't get my
Oh,
bag. Like I owed her something. Like,
oh
you
my
know what I'm
God. Like,
saying?
like
Like
she
you
paid
paid,
for
like
it.
she paid for it,
Right,
huh?
exactly. Like she paid for it. Like, yeah, like owing somebody is because I paid for something and I want what I paid for back. That makes sense. But if it was something for free, what you complaining
Right.
about?
You get it when I give it to you, and you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But she came on there, and I had already sent it out. I wish I did. So mind you, after that day, I knew it was supposed to come to her that week, that Friday or the Thursday. I knew it was. So I knew it got to her, and she never came back on my platform. Right?
Okay.
She
So
never
she must
came back.
have got it, obviously.
Yeah. So she
Uh-huh.
never came back. Now this is someone that thought was cool on the platform. It was a little iffy, but I know she was cool. Never came back, right? I've
Mhm.
seen her come. TikTok tells you when people come into your room. You
Right.
know, pass it or something. They TikTok know that tells you that they're alive. Okay. So I was like, okay, I haven't seen her, and I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt, because a harm, love, blessing is going. It's like ripping
Oh.
somebody's jugular from their throat. So you know what I'm saying. So at the time, I didn't do that. I'm like, okay,
Right.
I'm just trying to give the benefit of the doubt. What's
Right.
going
I see
on.
you. Right. I see you, but I'm gonna keep it moving. Got it.
Right. Then
Hmm.
I happened to see her in one of my girls' lives, and she in there and gifting and acting like and she didn't see me, and like she didn't want to say nothing else. Then she started to say
Yeah.
hi, and I'm like, you saying hi, like I ain't seen you on my in my live, and you know
Right.
what, why why you putting on a front
That
right
fake
now.
shit. Right. That fake shit. Mm-hmm.
Right. So I'm on somebody else's live, so I had to like
Be cordial.
not
Mhm.
not be
Like,
harm on somebody
right.
else's live.
Right. Exactly. I get you.
So yesterday she comes, and she's in my life, and then she started, doing these. I don't want these. I don't want this. I need it. You know what I'm saying? Like you trying to buy your way without saying apology. Nothing.
Right.
No apology. No
No
nothing.
conversation. Right. No, I got your bag. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Nothing. So then she bring herself up on my panel. Like she requests to come in, and I'm thinking, she's going to be okay. I'm waiting, and she up there smirking and having conversations like that's what we're going to be doing. No,
And just
no, no.
sweep it underneath the rug. It never happened.
Right.
Right. Uh-huh.
So we just had a little banter back and forth. I'm asking her questions, what's going on. She told she got the bag, and I'm like, it took you this long. Like, what? We just had a conversation. And sh they overheard her say something that I didn't hear her say because, child.
Did she say it on your panel or she said it on somebody else's panel?
She said it on my panel. And then I thought she was in that conversation. I thought she was telling me that she was going to inbox me. Let's not do it here. I'm going to
Right.
inbox you. So
I
I'm
mean,
giving her the benefit of the doubt. But that apparently after she I said, well, I'm like, well, you can't sit up here, not an apology, not nothing, not even a thing. You can't sit here in my face and act like, and it's been a month, over like 2 months since I saw her.
right.
Exactly. It's been like 2 months. So I'm like, okay, but you can't sit on my panel because that's just like sitting in my home. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
You can't sit on my panel.
Right. I get that.
So
I agree.
I dropped her. I
Uh-huh.
dropped her. And yeah, the next thing you know, my live went,
Get out of here. You're right. That was absolutely her issue. You ain't do nothing. You didn't do nothing. Except I'm just like, if you don't fuck with me, you don't fuck with me. Leave me alone, right? Why you my fucking panel? Now and you have the work, and then you have the nerve to fucking report me. Oh, I'm so sorry, Harmony. I'm so sorry about that. You're doing something good for people, and there's some people that just don't fucking deserve it. But I bet you doesn't stop you from doing these things again.
Let me think about that.
I'm sure it does it.
No, it just feel like now she got something that's a part of me. It's like we
Oh, I know.
still
It hurts.
connected or something. And I don't want her to have my bag now. And because she didn't pay, I don't want. Ooh, if I
I
could,
understand. I understand that, but you know what? She might not see it now. She might not see it next month, years from now. She will realize it. She was just like there was somebody that unconditionally gave me some a part of her, some love. Because that's especially when you said it's handmade. You put time, effort, and love into that bag, and
money.
money into that bag. And I know she might not appreciate it now because you know what it is too. What I've noticed, people love attention. Some people just love attention, and sometimes they don't, and they don't know how to receive love. So the only way that they know how to receive love or attention is by negative attention, by
Exactly.
acting up, by carrying on, by talking about people, by doing all these things because they don't
Yep.
really know what love is. And so you showed her love and she didn't know how to receive it. But one day you did good. You did good. You did what you were supposed to do, and that's all that matters. Because you're storing your treasures up in heaven. So you did what you were supposed to do. And look, this is not your main page. This is your backup page you're on right now anyway, right?
Hmm.
That's right. So it goes, what God has for you, nobody could take away from you. So I know it pisses me off. I got 3 fucking pages. I get it. I completely get it. I just got this
No
page back.
problem.
It was gone for a whole week. And then it's like, and then when you get your shit back up, it's like you got to rebuild momentum again because nobody's seen you in a whole week, and like everybody's not following you on your backup page. It's like this. It's a pain in the ass. It's a fucking pain
Yep.
in the ass. So
Yep. And that's how I feel.
I,
Like,
I completely understand. So my question of the day, and happy Mother's Day. I don't know if you're a mother, but a
yes,
happy
I
mother.
am. Of
A happy
3.
Mother's Day. I love that. I love being a mom. It's one of my, people will talk about titles, and there are a lot of titles we want. A lot of women you hear about, they want to be a wife, and they like that wife title. I love having the title of being a mom. I take so much pride in being a mom, especially when you see your kids grow up and be adults, and then you see what their offspring is like. It's like, okay, I did good. I did good. I'm good with that. So my question of the day is, what was my question? What's the best advice your mother ever gave you?
So I may not be the person you that yeah, I didn't have a great mom, so mother, so
No, I
yeah.
get it. I mean, I used to fight cats and dogs with my mom. Me and my mom. I don't know if it's with girls and their mothers, but yeah, me and my mother. Morning, Mike. Me and my mother had a tremendous. But one thing that my mother gave me, great advice that my mother gave me was never talk shit about your spouse unless you're getting rid of him for good, because you're only gonna look
I
stupid at
heard
the
you say that, yeah.
and I hold true. Good morning, Ray. I hold that true to this day because I'm like, and because when you talk shit about your partner, and then you end up taking them back, your family members don't forget. You might have forgotten, but your family members don't forget. So when you bring that person around, they're like, they still have that bias against that person. Like, yeah, this motherfucker here, he a broke motherfucker, he a cheater motherfucker, he's an abusive motherfucker. But meanwhile, you're the one who took him back, so you're the one who ends up looking stupid. So I was thinking about that today. About like it's Mother's Day, so we could always find something. Let me go ahead. What's his name? MJ. Good morning. Did you know you in the box? I got these men up in here, Harmony. These men be loving coming up in my box.
Mm. Oh man.
And I love. Don't worry, even the stupid ones, I like them too. Good morning, MJ. I don't know if you know you in here. Trey, you know you in here.
Absolutely, no doubt.
Yeah, I saw you over here showing us your pictures for Mother's Day. You trying to tempt us or something?
Pretty much, you figured me out. No
You
doubt.
better cut it out. Look how handsome you are.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I love that you said,
Hey
"Aw."
Trey Mega.
How y'all doing? Yo, for the record, like I said in the comment, first off, hello, happy Mother's Day. You know
Hello,
what I'm
happy
saying?
birthday.
If it fits. And that's
Oh,
number one. Number
yes.
two, the reason I was in here listening to you guys' convo is I
Mhm.
woke up and I'm hearing you guys talk, and y'all sound like people I would have been raised with. So that's
Okay.
dope, by the way. I'm from Harlem. I don't know where you're from, but
Okay. Well, I'm from Long Island.
I'm from the
oh, sorry
Bronx.
about that.
From the Bronx. Oh, so you're trying to say it's our accents that make us that sound like we grew up together?
Yeah, yeah. I was definitely getting like the uptown vibe, but I didn't mean to like, step on a nerve with the whole Long Island reenactment though.
Oh,
Like
what the fuck is that supposed to mean? The whole Long Island reenactment. I know
mm,
the country.
nah, but don't get it wrong. Don't get it wrong. Some of the livest shows I went to was at the Nassau Coliseum, so I got
Of
special
course,
love for
that's
that.
where I'm from. I'm from Uniondale.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm
Don't be
not.
starting that. Don't be starting that. It's so funny though because, and I'm pretty sure Harmony Grove. I grew up always thinking everybody from the city used to say, "Oh, Long Island, you from the country. You come from the country." And then I moved to Georgia, and I was like, "Oh hell no, I wasn't from the fucking country."
No, what's funny is I've been in Atlanta. Like I'm from New York, but like everybody else, all my maternal family is from North Carolina, and
Mhm.
so I always thought North Carolina was the countryest place in the world.
Mhm. All right, so you knew what the
Then,
real country was like.
and then I
Yeah, I
moved
have
to
no idea.
Georgia. Yeah, this is country right here. Like,
That is country. Long Island is just the suburbs.
yeah, the suburbs.
No,
Like I
that's just.
had to fix my articulation because like growing up, I'm thinking like they got a house, yo. They got a little fence. They got a dog named Fluffy. They in the country, but in reality, nah. This is country. Right?
It's a whole new world. Harmony Grove, did you feel that way too about Long Island? You felt Long Island? You would grow up thinking that Long Island was the country?
Now that I'm in the South, I
Right.
know, when everybody says something about like Long Island or Queens, I say, yeah, y'all in the country,
Right.
Look. Now we're quick to just switch it up and be like, nah, they're from the suburbs because there's a
Yeah,
big difference.
it is.
There's a
Yeah.
whole different switch.
It's
And
a
then
whole
growing
different.
up, I always thought that Long Island was like scary because of the whole Amityville horror joint.
Mhm.
So I always thought that it was like, I
Right.
thought all of Long Island was like haunted, except for, so I didn't know, like,
don't they have some haunted buildings out there?
No, I get that too. And like I said, and then I didn't realize how sheltered I was until I moved to the South. Like I thought everybody thought like New Yorkers. I thought we all talked the same, we all thought the same. And then I moved to the South and I was like, oh shit, where the fuck where have I been? It's not 1942 anymore.
No, I'm gonna tell you what's funny. Like when you go somewhere and then you meet somebody from New York and like, yo, where you from? Like, yo, I'm from Harlem. Yo, where you from? They're like, yo, I'm from Long Island. It's like I'm happy, but I'm disappointed at the same time. Like, oh,
You ever watched the movie? Hey everybody, King Ali.
Good
I was
morning.
gonna say, you ever watched the movie Get Out?
Yes.
I went to meet my girlfriend's dad. Okay,
Uh-uh.
her, and he lived in Long Island, so we drove to Suffolk County.
Oh,
Suffolk County is like, yes, I never seen that many trees in my life. I'm from New York City, so I'm like, where are we going? It was like the movie Get Out. I was like, this man had me at the desk, like he put 3 plates on the table, like
uh-huh.
dinner table, and pretty much like I was on the other side of the dinner table. It's a big table. I was not close to my girlfriend or him or her mother. I was like nowhere close. But
How
anyways,
long
long
ago was
story
this?
short, I'm not going to Long Island ever again.
You serious?
I
Stop
feel like
playing.
no, I'm scared of Long Island.
You scared of Long Island? Yeah, you should be. Wait, and
Yeah,
you say you from Manhattan?
Why you gonna scare Long Island?
I'm
Another
from the
scary
Bronx.
cat.
Okay,
Scaredy cat.
I'm from the Bronx, all uptown. It's like there's no way I'll go back to
We're
Long
at in the
Island.
Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. Where at? I'm University, Popham, 174, Mount Eden, Grand
Everywhere,
Conquest.
everywhere the 40 bus went. Okay.
Wait, but
I'd
I'm
have no kids
real.
with
You would
you,
never go
okay?
to Long
I would
Island
not know
again.
you.
It's so funny because also, so King, you never lived outside of New York.
No, I live in Atlanta.
Oh, now you live in Atlanta. Oh, really?
Yeah. I had to because I can't afford an apartment there.
I know, I get it. No, I completely get it. I mean, the cost of living in the South is definitely different, but I don't know. Like when I moved to Georgia, because I didn't even move to Atlanta. I moved. I didn't know where the fuck I was going. I moved to like North Georgia, like up near the mountains. It was a
The
good old
mountains,
urban
yeah, the
network,
mountains.
and it was up in Cartersville. And I went,
Cartersville.
yeah,
hell,
yeah.
hell,
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
you was in the mountains, definitely.
Yeah, that's what
no.
I did not know. I wanted to move back immediately. I was like, where the fuck did I just move to? And everybody goes, oh, you moved to the wrong part of Georgia. I'm like, it's too late now. I already bought my damn house already.
Hey, you know where I live right now?
Mm-hmm.
The Bluff.
Where you live?
The Bluff.
The
The
Bluff. I don't
hood is
know.
basically what he's
The
saying. He
Bluff.
lives in the
Zone
hood.
1. Bankhead.
He's in
Oh,
the
you live
west
in
side.
okay, you live
I
He,
said like the hood.
yo, his hood, where he is in the bluff, like, you know what I'm saying? I rock with Ali, that's my guy. But where he at, like his hood got a cape on it. That shit is super hood, yo. Like,
Yeah,
see,
it's
why would
super
you do
hood.
that?
Yes.
Why would you do that?
Let me take you out on Friday night over here. Show you.
Nah, I'm good. I'm grown. I don't need that shit no more.
don't do that. Don't do that.
Nah,
Don't do
I'm good on
that.
that.
Yeah, I'm up here in Gwinnett. I'm up here in the suburbs of Atlanta. Like,
You're in the suburbs, right? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Right? You gotta move. And then it's like Atlanta ain't no city like New York, though. I don't give a fuck what you say.
oh
I
my
live. I live
Right.
in a
God.
lot of
That's
fucking
what I'm
cities.
saying.
That's right.
There
Yeah.
ain't no city like New York.
Food. Ain't no food like it. I don't
Ain't
care.
no
You come to the
food,
best
homie.
restaurant.
Oh,
The
that's so
food. It's
yes.
the food for me.
It's the food for me too. Every time my
Yeah, the
family's in New
food,
York,
yes.
and I
I
go at least
agree.
3 or 4 times a year. And let me tell you something. When I go in there, that's all I do is eat. All I do is eat. I eat from Chinese to Italian to Jamaican to
Greek,
Dominican. I'm just
Greek,
Yes.
Dominican, yo,
We
every
spoiled.
like like New York, definitely. You could literally eat in a different restaurant every day for like 10 years and not
Still not
double
get enough.
and never
and,
double
and
back.
it's authentic. And it's authentic too.
Exactly.
You know, it's the people that it's from that's making it. It's not, I can't stand when you move to the South and there ain't no pizza down here. And everybody be
Oh,
eating Domino's and shit like that. I'm like, I can't. It's too. I can't eat the pizza down here because now I'm in Florida because Georgia started raining too damn much for me. I was like, I didn't come out here for all this fucking rain. So now I'm in Florida.
Oh, why is it raining and cold right now?
Hold on, I'm gonna say it's raining
Why?
right now. It's as
Yep.
we speak this morning. It is raining. Yo, like stop playing.
Yeah.
I know that's what I didn't understand. When I first moved to Georgia, about almost 20 years ago, and I remember it was a drought. It was so damn high, nobody you couldn't even water your lawn, and it was hot. But as the years went by, I remember it had a snowstorm. Nobody had a snowstorm before,
Yeah, we had
and then it started started with this whole rain and shit, and it was so dark and gloomy. I was like, I need to get out of here. So now I'm in Florida now because I was like, I can't deal with that gloominess.
And
Oh, you live in
don't
Florida.
forget about the pollen. Don't forget about the pollen.
The
allergies.
Right.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous down here, but
Yeah, absolutely. My son didn't have no allergies until he moved to the South, and next thing you know, he was going through a roll of toilet paper every single fucking day.
I never had an allergy problem before. I lived everywhere. I lived in Seattle. I lived in Texas, Carolina, Virginia. I never had a problem with like pollen until I moved down here. So
Me neither. I have never
Blame
had
it on the
problems. I still wear
pollen.
my shield and mask today. I don't
Look
take
at
it
that.
off.
I don't blame you. I don't fucking blame you. So the question of the day, Trey and King Ali, and I don't know if you still here with me or you just wanted to be here, MJ. But the question of the day is the best advice because it's Mother's Day, and I wanted to know what's the best advice your mother gave you?
the best advice my mom ever gave me was she was like, Trail, you got big things in your future, and just know when you start to get it, everybody that's smiling in your face is not happy to see you. And I live by that to this day.
That's great advice. Harmony Grove just learned that lesson she was just
I,
explaining that lesson.
yeah, I just learned that. Yeah. Yeah.
Just telling me
Let
a
me
story
tell you,
about the same thing.
she'll be plastered on my page. Y'all don't cross me because
Don't mess
you
with
ain't gonna
that New
lie.
Yorker. Because we
Nope.
petty as shit.
Yep. Petty. Petty.
I love that. That's some great advice, Trey. I think our mothers definitely give us, and sometimes we hear it, but we don't listen to it right away. Sometimes we just gotta learn that lesson the hard way.
Yeah, I didn't really catch it until I got
Right.
older.
Right, exactly.
But when it hits you, it hits you. Like, damn, that shit made sense. Okay.
Yep. I think a lot of shit my mother told me when I was young. That's why I don't be understanding when I be hearing a lot of panels and stuff like that, and they there's us adults always want to talk to the young kid and try to give them advice. I'm like, you could talk to them until you did you listen when you were that age? No. So what makes you
Exactly.
think kids are gonna listen? They gotta learn the hard way.
Right. They think they're
Look.
gonna change them. Like I'm the
Right.
parent, I'm still great values in them and stuff like that. You used to be a child too. How often did you listen? How often did you pay attention?
Right.
Follow directions. Yeah, okay.
Exactly. Because all of a sudden, because you older now, all of a sudden you're all wise and shit. Guess what? Your parents said they were
Right.
all wise and shit too, and they were telling you shit. And you didn't hear nothing they fucking said because you thought at that, especially when you're younger, you think you fucking know every fucking thing because you
Oh,
grown.
and we used to hit them. Look, we used to hit them with the ultimate teenager response. Be like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We ain't know nothing. Be like, I know. But
And I
then
think
when,
that's the reason why
when
I
it
feel
hits you,
like
it sticks on you.
I think that to me, because I'm 49 now, and I can tell you all of that age, right? I feel more younger now than I did when I was in my 20s. Like in my 20s, I felt like I was already 40 because I know everything, so I had the whole weight on my fucking shoulders. Now that I really know, you know what I'm saying? I feel so lifted because I'm like, I'll be all right. I'm good.
I
I got
get
the shit all fucking figured out. So I feel younger now because that weight has been lifted off of my fucking shoulders.
I mean, like, because to be honest with you, in your 20s, you had to deal with going into adulthood. Plus, you still had to get that. I mean, my 20s out your system. So you was at the club, you was at the spot, you was hanging out. When you get a certain age and realization hits that, okay, bet I am not going to the club tonight. Like, look, matter of fact, I'm going to take a nap real quick.
Right.
That shit is untouchable.
Blame it on a long work week, right?
Exactly. That part. I remember hanging out until like 5 o'clock in the morning and then just taking a shower and going right to work. We have to
Yo,
be resilient now. Now I go out, I'm in bed
Yes,
for about a whole fucking week. It takes me a whole week to fucking recover.
yes. In New
literally,
York, you never sleep.
literally, I was on my live the other day and I was talking about how when you're young, you can stay out all night, take a shower, and
Yep.
bounce back and go to work or start the day back over. But now, shit, be out there after 11. Watch when you get home. Watch how you sleep all day. Be up under the covers, watching TVs on your phone and shit. Like, damn,
I'm telling you right now.
I missed my program last night. Let me watch it on my phone type shit. You don't even like, you old. We don't call them TV shows no more. They programs like your grandmother.
Your
Watching your
story.
stories. Yeah, you watching your stories and shit. Like, stop playing, yo. Don't play with Mega. Don't do that.
The next day I woke up and I felt like I did 100 squats. All that damn dancing that I did, my thighs was burning. I was like, oh, I can't do this again. That's what I
Nah.
had a good time now. It's
I was gonna say trade. It's called telenovela.
Oh, telenovela. Yeah, you talking about the see that's like the Puerto
That's a
Rican
real
song.
broad slip.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
Telenovela.
I can watch them with the volume down. I don't even have to listen to it. I just turn the volume down.
This
And
was
watch.
a big movie, okay? And then I was gonna answer the question about like
Please.
what happened. What's the first thing my mother ever said to me?
That wasn't the question. Like, you don't
That's
have
the best advice your mom.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
That's the best advice. Hold on, Ali, did you get the question that you're supposed to answer yet? Did you get it?
No, I didn't get it.
Okay, what's the best advice your mom ever gave you? And after you answer, don't worry
Okay.
about it. Look, Monday we're gonna work on shapes and colors. All right.
Okay, what I was gonna say.
He didn't. No, he didn't.
The best advice my mom ever gave me was when I was born. She said, "Shut up." So I answered. She said, "Shut up."
Why are you laughing?
Boy, shut up.
What is funny?
Yeah, well, obviously, has that worked? Have you taken that advice?
What's funny?
You funny. You funny.
No, I'm not.
Oh, yeah,
Why
I know.
are you funny?
Yeah.
Making that voice.
Why are you funny?
Because my mama made me this way.
Okay, go.
Okay, you just need attention. You need attention today? Bryce, you need attention? Yeah. Okay.
I was gonna say,
He dropped off. You dropped him?
No.
Oh.
I was gonna say, did y'all even know, buddy? Like he came
Yeah,
in.
men, I don't know. Men just want my attention, so they feel like they gotta come up here and say something fucking stupid. They like to hear me yell at them. I don't know. At Harmony Grove, you get this? And we're New Yorkers, so we're naturally just like rah 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 all the fucking time. And then if you're a
don't
woman,
understand.
and if you're a woman, they just like to do it because they think that shit is sexy. So they'll just say something instead of just sitting here and having a conversation. They'll just sit there and say something stupid so that I could get mad at them and yell at them, so they can sit there and jerk their dick. Choosing what fucking happened.
So
You
he's
don't want your page banned now.
Shit! Thank you.
Come
Thank
on
you.
now.
I just got it back.
Yeah, you just got it back.
Wow,
don't wanna-
I wonder how you lost it. I don't know.
A lot of different reasons. Honestly, I don't understand either, because there'll be sometimes I have a live and people will sit here and curse each other out left and right. They're saying all types of crazy stuff. I had men show their penises on here before, and there'll be nothing.
Girl,
Nothing.
you
Not
too?
not even a violation. And then sometimes we could be sitting here talking about dogs, and next thing you know, boop, and my shit goes away. So there's no rhyme or reason. I really don't think. I honestly be thinking it's a hater that be doing this shit, because to me it's like it makes no sense. Why we here talking about dogs, and next thing you know, on my page getting reported for a whole week, and then the violation is harassment or sexual exploitation or something.
I'm gonna sit here and collect enough information on and TikTok they're gonna be sitting in court owing people freaking money for defamation of character and stuff.
Right.
That's crazy.
That's
I
something.
can't front. Ali can tell you, like, my lives, we go in. Like, people be going back at each other, and Then you have people making confessionals like, I shouldn't have did
I
this.
know, Trey. I follow you. I know.
Yeah, I already know. You already know. That's why I'm letting let Adrian know. Like, you already know how we get down in my live, yo. We just go in.
You
Right.
ain't the only one. Black Guru or Black Diamond. All of them. They all kind of
But
stuff
look,
be
you see
going
what's
on in them
happening in the
lives.
Diamonds fucking pages? Those shit's getting snatched up like crazy too. So it's just a TikTok thing. Like I said, so there's no real rhyme or reason. I don't know if it's because somebody keeps on reporting.
That's somebody
TikTok is
Yeah,
recording.
too
you
paranoid.
got a hater, yo. You got a hater in your midst. That's what that
Oh, I've
is.
been having, but the thing is, I've been on this fucking TikTok for the last 4 or 5 years, and since the beginning, I've always got reported. That's why I got 3 fucking pages. So because it's like, so to me, it's just like before I used to get really pissed off because we could be doing so good. I was telling Harmony, you get into momentum because you're doing really good, then they snatch your page for a week, and then you have to come back. And you got to build it back up again. You got to build that momentum because people, move on to the next thing. And so that's the only pain in the ass about it. But sometimes I feel like sometimes it happens so God could sit your ass down sometimes, give you a little bit of a break. All right, so King Ali, can you please, good morning, Black Crow, can you give us a real advice? My advice from my mother, I don't know if you heard me before, was that my mother told me the best advice she gave me was, well, one of the good things advice she gave me. Another advice that she gave me was don't give nobody no money that you have in return. Like if you ain't got no money to give, don't give that shit out. Don't let.
But
If
how
you
you say it? Don't. How you say it?
Don't give away anything that you're not
Can't
ready to
afford.
lose.
that you're not ready to lose, right?
Right.
That was a big one too. That's why I don't give out nobody. That's why I don't give nobody no money. I need my fucking money.
Come on,
Okay,
Adrian.
no.
Up $1, please.
Okay, I was gonna say like a woman to woman, I would say the best advice is like don't give up.
Stop playing. Sorry.
Don't
Don't give up what?
Don't give it away.
You
Okay,
said
I'm
don't
sorry.
give it away.
Yes.
That's bullshit. I give it away. What you mean?
Next. Look, next.
A
Your
woman
mother didn't
would
give you
say
that
to
much
a
of good
woman,
advice.
don't give it away, okay?
No, Ali, I don't think you heard the question. She said the best
I
advice.
not answer the question.
Oh, nah. Colors and shapes. Monday, don't forget.
But they understand, all the ladies understand. Happy Mother's Day, Taylor.
We don't. I don't understand.
No, we don't. Not at all.
Not at all.
Don't give it up. You want me to
Not
sing a
at
song?
all.
At least Harmony Cole was honest about it. She said her mother never gave her some good advice.
Yeah.
Damn, yeah, that's about as good as you get right there, yo.
I love. There she is.
I'm
Good
sorry.
morning. Happy Mother's Day, beautiful.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Are you guys having any plans today?
Is
Yep.
MJ sleep?
I plan on
Oh, he
sleeping.
probably is. But he on mute though, so I'll let him occupy a box until I need it.
Be level. What up, yo?
Hi.
How you doing, gorgeous?
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy
Thank
Mother's
you.
Day,
Happy
Mom.
Mother's Day to you as well.
Happy Mom Day.
Boys.
Happy
Hey.
Mama.
Happy Mother's Day. So we were on the live today, and since it's Mother's Day, I was thinking about. First of all, I did my quiet time this morning, and my quiet time, I like to Google up what words were, right? So I Googled what the meaning of mother was, and in Hebrew it means means glue that puts things together. And I was like, that is so amazing because us mothers, that's what we do. We hold shit together. No matter what the situation is, we're gonna figure it out and we're gonna keep everything together. So I thought that was such a beautiful definition of mother. Good
I was
morning,
gonna say, you heard my story about Adam and Eve?
Abby, you have the worst jokes. I just want you to know.
I'm just saying, like, okay, God made Adam, right? He was like, I made a
Like before you
mistake.
get
And
started,
then he made Eve. Okay.
and then here you go.
He made Eve. He was like, I made a mistake with Adam. So I'm gonna make Eve, so she's perfect.
Did I miss the joke?
Is she?
Happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, that was a sour one. That was a sour joke.
He's just looking forward to colors and shapes on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, I'm slow. I'm really slow.
Look, give him some graham crackers, some
Okay.
orange
I
juice.
got beat up a
All right.
lot. Okay.
Yeah, it's
A
bad.
simple man.
I'm glad you live in the South.
My
I'm glad
men
you live in
and
the
women.
South now.
Both.
So, ladies, so the question of the day is thank you, Keith. Thank you, Harmony. Thank you so
I'm
much
gonna
for
stop.
this.
I'm gonna stop. I'm meet up.
No, you don't have to mute
Mm.
up. It's okay. At least we could joke on your ass, and you ain't getting taking it personal. Because a lot of times they be getting in their feelings and shit. Want to call us all type of itches. So it's okay. I love your dad jokes. Ladies. So the question of the day is the best advice your mother gave you, or advice your mother gave you. It doesn't have to be the best advice.
Hmm.
Put you on the spot.
You talking to me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, so my mom, that's a hard one with my mom. She's a lot.
I know.
It's hard to narrow her down.
Me,
Now my
I was just
grandmother,
saying that. Mm-hmm.
yeah, my grandmother would tell me all the time, like she was like real simple and to the point. Like they had all them old sayings and stuff. Like my
Right.
grandparents were like that, so I learned a lot from them because I like the little sayings. But she would always be like, "Get to something else," and like in the moment of dwelling, like for me, I kind of went over and beyond when I thought of it. But in the moment of dwelling on something, it's like you take away the time from what you could have been doing compared to what you couldn't do. So like for me that just moved the how can I say that the goalpost when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to reality, because it's like I'm wasting time if I dwell in what's not done compared to getting it done, getting what needs to be done, and then getting to something else. So it's like I don't dwell in what happens, I dwell in how to solve it.
Move on. Oh, I love that. That's amazing. We don't have sayings like that. Do you feel like you hear people have those sayings anymore? Like I remember a
I
whole bunch of.
actually don't, and that's what made me start like really reiterating certain things. So, like when it comes to my business, I have a ton of sayings that I either elaborate on or I just stuff that I would say. But for the most part, they don't. They used to say a lot of things back in the day. My grandfather would say, "Don't get caught behind the eight ball."
Right.
For me, that means you ain't gotta be first, just don't be last. You
Right.
know?
That's right.
Yo, hold on. The illest thing I've ever heard from an elder. My granddad told me when I told him I want to do radio. He said, "That's good. You can talk, but everybody might not listen." He said, "Keep your options open because it's a sad rat that only has one hole to run to." Us. I did not understand that when I was young, but when I got older, I was like, damn, if I put all my eggs in
Okay, I'm
one
back. I'm back.
and don't have options, that a sad rat only has one hole to run to. That shit is deeper than the Pacific
That shit is confusing
Ocean.
as hell.
But you
Yo,
know
they be
what? They
speaking
used
it
to
like,
talk in riddles, but those riddles were like their way of like it was like a what
Yeah,
was
I
it?
be falling in these other panels.
Oh, hold on a second, Brian. Do you know you up here, Brian?
Yeah, nah, I hear ya.
Hold on a second, baby. Good morning. I think, and I mean, it makes us think. I think a lot of times, and maybe that's the reason why we
It
kind
was ebonics though.
of.
It was. It like real
The
in really in
Ebonics.
real reality. They spoke in certain like in languages which is like tongue or whatever where they could understand but they wasn't like it was almost like talking in circles
Right.
without other people understanding, but you knew they was talking to you when they was talking to you. So yeah, it's ebonics, and it's still kind of fluent in a way where in the South, but like when I hear people from like other places, I be like, hold the fuck up. Like it's like they be running circles around me sometime, and I be like, no, and it's just like I gotta pick them up by their shirt like they're a dog or something, and be like, I'm gonna need you to stop. Like I need you to talk straight, talk directly.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times we used to that type of language where we talking directly, and that's why people don't. Because I think those type of sayings makes people think about. You have to actually think about what they were saying, so you got to slow it down a little bit and like dissect it. Where a lot of times people want you to just spoon feed them with the information, like here you go, stuff it down your throat. And then a lot of times that don't even work either, because I can sit here and tell you, what to do is what we were talking about before earlier as well. We could sit there and tell you what to do, but that doesn't mean that you're going to actually do it. So, but if you actually think
Exactly.
about it, it makes sense. And like, oh, okay, now I understand.
But think about it.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff
But
they
I
used to
mean,
tell
it's
us
almost
that
like putting the instructions from a cake box on everything,
Mhm.
right? Like I've seen where they put street signs where it was like, don't go this way, go that way, and it was like several signs in like a three-way stop, and I was like, why would you do that? Like it's obvious there's a ditch right there, and that ditch is very big. And then I get down the road, and there's a car in the ditch, and I was like, that makes sense.
yeah, I mean, think about it. Sometimes they used to give us like softball, like something that was so easy to understand, but they couldn't say it another way. They'd just be like, "Yo, all right, you don't want to listen. Hard head makes a soft ass."
Exactly.
What's with the adage? You could very easily say it if you don't listen, shit gonna be fucked up. But no, you want to say hard head makes a soft ass. Why are we playing
Yeah.
parallels, yo? Like,
Well, I mean, that's why a lot of us think so much. Like, I can't, that's the whole reason why I am the way I am. My mom made me think from A to Z, turn it in a figure eight, and I still be wrong. Because she wanted me to say specific words in a specific tone. She was like, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And it's like,
That's another thing. That's another saying that we used to say that parents used to tell us, right? It's not what you say, it's how you say
you
it.
know which one I do take for granted when they was like, stay in a child's place? Like, that sounds rude as hell. But at the same time, as an adult, I'm like, I wish I was that child right about now. Like, the fuck? This shit
Mm-hmm.
ghetto.
Y'all worry about these damn bills and stuff.
That shit come monthly. You blank and your bills be back. I'm
Exactly.
like, hold on, ho. I just paid you.
no, it's kind of funny because when you're literally grown is when you have kids of your own and you're saying shit that was told to you and you
Parents said to you that you took
oh
for granted.
like
It's
yo
funny. I
stop all
feel
that
like my
crying. I'm gonna
mama's
give you
always
something to
fussing
cry
at my
about. You be
kids.
like,
So I
oh
hate
shit, I'm my
fussing.
mama. You know what I
So
mean?
yeah, most definitely we our
Hey, you ever
parents.
got beaten and told to be quiet after you got beaten? Hush your mouth up. You
Yeah,
just
yeah,
beat me. What you want me
yeah.
to do?
Oh,
Or
that's
you
face to
crying.
face.
You better stop crying before I give you something to cry for.
Cry it
Yeah,
Right,
out.
right, 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 right,
use that one.
right, right, right. One
In
Okay.
one great
my heart
thing.
of hearts, I don't want to whip them at all. But if I got to, I will. I'm gonna suck it up like a soldier. You about to get this lick.
And then the threat, if when the kid, you did something wrong, your parents she's sitting there, she ain't gonna. You better come over here. Don't make me get up. I'd
Don't
be
make
like,
me.
Oh, the world don't revolve around you.
Yep.
hmm.
All them.
And I don't think we say it as much. Like I said, I don't really hear, especially on this app. I really they've never heard of these sayings before, or look at me when I'm talking to you. I think it's so much easier, especially on this app. We don't look at each other; we looking at
Tik
each other's boxes.
TikTok has its own language. TikTok has its own language. I came on here and they were saying stuff I ain't never heard before. I had to look it up. I was like, what the fuck? What do
Yeah,
you
no.
mean? Huh?
I said I'm about to write a book about. Not a book. I'm about to write our own little dictionary about these words. Yesterday, somebody told me
Girl, go write a book, chef, for what it's worth.
there was some type of link. The girl in my box told me it was called lonely man syndrome, and I was like, that's a thing. And she was like, yeah, you never heard it. It's been going around TikTok. I said, oh, okay. Like they be coming out with syndromes. They'll diagnose you. They'll have and like
Yeah.
Yeah.
And got no type of what they call that
degree.
degrees, stats, nothing, no
Yep.
nothing. And then they probably the ones that need a diagnosis, like the ones that's giving out diagnosis nowadays. Because baby, when I tell you these people is a special kind of somebody's, I
I never seen it
me
when I
personally, I could have went to school to get my psychology and this that and the other, and I really like what it is.
TikTok
Um,
University.
I like anthropology, right? So I like the studies of human beings and whatnot, and I'm very observant. Yo, where we at now today is redonkulous. And like literally in plain eyes view, we have Pinky and the Brain playing out in the White House. Like literally, like lab rats.
Oh yeah.
And they're humans. But there's more Pinkies, no brain at this point. And it's like, what the fuck did we sign up for? And then this word kept popping up in my head, and I didn't think it was a word. I thought I was just making up shit because I do that sometimes. And
You know,
what you say?
thinking the brain gonna take over the world. You know that, right?
Yeah, but the word was idiocracy, y'all.
Man, come with me, Pinky.
Oh
No,
yeah.
But the thing is, on
no,
this app, there's a lot of pinkies and there's no brains.
No brain.
exactly.
No way.
So the word was idiocracy. Y'all, I did not know that this was not only a word, but there's
No,
also
movie.
a movie made called Idiocracy.
Yeah,
Go watch it.
yeah. She was funny as hell.
Oh, okay, you see it?
That's exactly what we're dealing with now today. Literally.
A
Where
lot
where
of
where
things
the
that we see in
name?
movies happen
Okay,
now
what's
today.
the
That's a
name?
sad
Idiot
thing
come
for
from?
about it.
It's like idiocracy.
What you said, King?
Yeah,
I
King,
said the name idiot comes from idiocracy.
Exactly. But idiocracy is in the yeah.
King, you
Lack
so
of education. Yeah.
it's-
Like how you take an oath but you don't know what you took an oath to. What the fuck?
yeah, I
Like
don't.
that should be
Don't,
against the
don't worry
law.
about that.
Like
I
you
think
should
it
have some
is.
requirements, not just a
It's not
pocketbook.
against TikTok law. It is against the law, but it's not against TikTok law. TikTok, you can get away with anything.
And that's cool because if they got stupid, like if somebody running into a wall and you go on with just you deserve to go there. I'm not gonna say get. I'm a probably try to deter you, but I mean you gonna do what you want. As adults, they be like, who gonna check me? You should be checking yourself because I ain't got time for that. But if you willing to listen, I don't mind talking. But at the same time, like yo, I literally been
How would you
writing,
like to talk?
huh?
Yes, we know.
What are you saying, Ali?
I do like to talk, Ali.
I know.
Oh,
At least
I do, and I'm gonna do it for a living, and one day I'm gonna get paid real big for it
I
too.
love
oh,
it.
you
I
gonna
love
be
you.
Oprah?
Good.
You
You
gonna be
will.
Oprah out here? You gonna be
I ain't
talking?
gonna be Oprah. I'm gonna be better than Oprah. We in
That's
a
what I'm
different
talking
day and
about.
age.
That's
Oh,
what I'm
okay.
talking about. Yes,
I'm
you
sorry,
are.
I'm an old man, so
You
No,
ain't
no,
that
I don't
old.
mind the comparisons, but better,
nah,
most definitely. Most strategic, most definitely.
Because you're a woman. We know we smaller than men anyway.
But you know what? This is the crazy part about us as women. Like our tenacity is a lot higher than men through just because we deal with our emotions and the physical base. Most men are more logical because they rather the physical than deal with the emotions, or society has projected onto them that men shouldn't be in their feelings and da 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 da. But it's to a certain degree. But now you have society projecting on men that they have a feminine side on top of a masculine side. No, it don't work like that.
I can't.
You have a nurturing side as a father that is different than a mother, because in your teaching to your child, you're gonna, you have a certain way about going about it. Like me and my kids died, he lets them do anything but off they self, you know.
Damn.
And I know we don't coincide in certain things because he's more materialistic and I'm more practical in how and strategic on how I do things. So that's why we couldn't exist in the same
okay.
environment.
I was gonna ask you like, I do
Kind
security
of all
work,
these men
right?
with their damn
Okay,
emotions.
so the most violent fights I ever see is women against women. That is
I
the
mean,
most violent fight.
I mean, that's because we are. Cause
We can't break y'all up.
I will try to. Leave us alone.
My
I
thing
know, man.
is,
I'm
I've
like, I'm a
seen
security officer. Okay, I have to break up the fight.
when it comes to like people being in a relationship, when it came to like the LBGT, I don't want to say all that wrong.
No, I'm saying
The
women fight
no, but I'm
women. That's
saying
all.
like in relationships, I've seen more lesbians fight than any other like
Not even saying
relationship.
relationship.
Honestly,
And
that's
Okay,
why
that's
I
I'm
can
why
just
I
never be a
was
saying in
like,
lesbian.
I
general.
could
I
never.
can never be a lesbian because
I'm
we be
about to
fighting all
beat
the
you
fucking
like you
time.
a nigga.
Exactly. Yeah, we be fighting all the fucking time because my mouth is too
I'm
slick.
gonna beat you like the nigga you thought you was.
Look at you with
Oh, I'm
your
sorry.
nice haircut over here. I see you taped up. You looking all
He's
fresh.
fresh.
Oh yeah, I stay
Yeah,
with the
he's
crispy.
definitely fresh.
I stay with the crispy. Yo, stop playing.
Oh,
Yo.
no, that's the New York in you.
Right? Oh, that's that uptown in me. That's what that is. Yo.
I'm sorry. We can't. All right, this Uptown. We can't say New York. We have to say Uptown. We
All
gotta
right.
Oh,
Yo,
Uncle
town.
Trey, guess what? I used to tell people,
What's that?
I'm a dress like a boss when I'm a boss.
All right then.
Oh, okay,
You
as
always.
long as we know.
Well, that's what Harmony Grove. Harmony Grove. I'm sorry, Harmony. She was saying the other day. She did an amazing live. She was telling me earlier about how she did a live about like it was a fashion show and people have to dress up and how they represent themselves. Am I getting it correct, Harmony?
Yep.
And I thought that was a great idea because, and you just put that into ladies. You were just saying you want to dress, you dress for success. That's another thing that we used to talk. That was another saying that we used to, right?
You dress for the environment. If you go into an interview, you act like you go into an interview, not to the grocery store in your pajamas. And when I leave, I'd rather be comfortable in some tights and a muscle shirt than be in my pajamas. No, I like my moo-moos. Okay,
I
I
mean,
like being comfortable.
if you're
It
in the
don't be
home,
like the moo-moos back in the day, but it be some comfortable pajamas. I ain't going outside with that. That's too much. The
well,
world don't need to see all that unless I'm going to the pool
You
or
know what?
something.
You know what? I'm kind of older. Like I love when women
why
have
you
the
keep on
sundress
saying that
on.
you older?
The
How old are you?
sundress on, and then like we see things moving. That's all we gotta see. Things
That don't
moving.
got nothing to do with you being older. I've been
What?
Yeah, but nobody care what you could see. I'm comfortable as fuck. What the hell? I don't care if it sit in between my
Good old
cracks, sir.
sundress. It's
It
like
would be nice for you
you
to
have to see
politely
all.
tell me, ma'am, you might want to pull out, take care of that back there because, she eating it up. Like
You
tell me
have
when I
see
got lipstick on my teeth
jiggle.
instead of smiling in my face, talking about, oh, you like to be
saying
seen, huh? No, because you in my face. Like, how you not tell me I got lipstick on my teeth or my mascara running down my face? I ain't got time for y'all.
Are you a type of woman?
Oh,
Because
I'm
I'm the
sorry.
type of woman that if I see, like, even if it's a stranger and they got their tag sticking out, I'll be like, I said, would you mind? And I'll just sit there
Yes.
and tuck their tag back in. I don't have to know them. I'm
Miss,
not gonna
Miss,
walk around like that.
I'm worse than that, Adrian.
I'm
If
confused.
you got a booger in your nose, go
Yeah, oh
clean it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you got OCD like me.
That's not
I'm
OCD.
OCD, ADHD.
You got
I am
all the
autistic
alphabet.
and artistic, okay? And I am blessed
Every
and highly
alphabet.
Yeah,
favored, even
TikTok will
though
diagnose you with all that shit too.
no, fuck that. At this point, they trying to write me off as SSI, and I'm like, okay, I'll collect until.
Yeah,
Right?
me too.
Right. We all
I'm
got
special.
diagnosis. Ivy, but may I ask you because you were
It's
saying
called a neurodivergent when you're multiple though, but I'm very high
I
functioning.
have not any man. Okay, there's no. Okay, Megha, you the only person. Straight. You're the only person here that's a man. Okay, I was gonna say like, have you not been triggered when you
Thank
see
you.
her in a sundress and everything's jiggling?
he's still talking about
He's
that.
a man, of course he be looking. Why is that a conversation though?
I was gonna say
I thought he was over
triggered.
that point.
You
What
mean
happened,
triggered?
Kane? You just
Wait,
directed yourself. You
yeah,
was envisioning some stuff.
like triggered in a bad way. Like
Nah, I'm just saying like
What's a bad jiggle? I never seen a bad jiggle.
you want to say hello, mama? How you doing?
I love a jiggle. I love a
I
jiggle.
mean, as a woman, we admire other women. I mean, I don't think I'll be looking for the jiggle. I'll be like, oh, she got a nice butt. That be it. I don't be looking for her to walk away,
Okay,
fucking
we're not
breaking y'all
asking you
neck.
your
Like,
questions
you
about
know, one
women.
thing I
Okay.
hate about men, Kang, I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't you damn yeah break your neck and your arm to open the door for me after you done made it out that door. Because if you wasn't there, I would have opened the door myself. Because if you
Right.
fall on the ground, I'm gonna just walk over you.
I love that T-shirt by the way, Trey made it.
She sound mean. Like what happened to you? Why you so angry?
I'm not mean, but I think it's rude that a man it's like he's not genuine to all. He's genuine to what he's pleasing to, like what's pleasing to his eyes. And my thing is, whether it be a young woman, a old woman, a good looking woman, a whatever, however y'all determine what a woman look like to you or what she is, her status, her number, her ranking. My thing is, as women, I think that men look at us as objects,
Yep.
which is
Absolutely.
objective. And then like you treat us according to your perspective of that, which is your perspective. Keyword your how you perceive someone. So ultimately you do for those you're willing to do for, but you're not willing to do for all. And I don't like to generalize, but my thing is in certain situations, if you're gonna be like a certain type of way, like if you're gonna have hospitality and be what is that have what that is men have like it's dying out
chivalry.
um chivalry. If you're gonna have chivalry for everyone, and like don't be mad because they didn't say good morning, or don't be mad because they didn't say thank you. Like that's just in you. Like make it
Right.
become in you so it don't be a problem when they don't acknowledge you because it's simply in you. Like you
No,
think the
don't
people
get
that
no.
do acknowledge.
Look,
Because
look.
I
I
say
got.
that because I have a son that's 10 years old and he'll keep the door open for
Oh,
people
I
to
love
pass
that.
through.
And I think that's what it has to
Like
do with how you
at
were
his young
raised.
age, and he's not expecting anything from it. And like he'll wait for somebody coming out their car. I'm like, come on, no.
Yeah, look. I gotta say this. Real talk. Real talk. When my kids were younger, they're grown now, 29, 24, and 22. But if we were walking into like a mall or a store or something, and I would see a guy walk in the store and not hold it open for a woman or somebody that's older, I would smack them in the back of the head off the rip and be like, "Yo, that better not ever be you." That's
Right.
how I raised them.
Yeah.
But at the same
And it
time,
has
You
to
gotta
do
I
with
use
got
how we were
examples.
raised.
but wait, but I gotta keep it real. There is nothing more annoying than when you hold a door open for somebody. I don't care how they look, and they don't even acknowledge like thank you or that is so rude.
That is rude.
It is, but you got to understand that mannerisms is something that is taught and that's embedded in our unconscious that we in our consciousness when we acknowledge you is because we're aware of you, right? And most people functioning in their unconscious where they're not even thinking, they're having like brain thoughts for thoughts. That's why you get all these people on Tiki Taki.
Selfish.
But I'm just being honest. Like it sounds rude as hell, but it's true. People aren't thinking like actually having a compound mentalizing where they take in consideration you as well as themselves as well as the environment around you. Like they're not reading the space. So
I
they're
I
not
think
was,
going
it's
to
selfish.
acknowledge you.
I was going to
It's
respond to you, but it's Mother's Day, so I'll be nice.
What?
go
I'll be
ahead,
nice.
King, so I could trip you
Nah,
on
nah, I'm
your
not
Tiki
responding
Taki.
to you.
It has to
I'm
do
be
with
nice.
being.
It's
I think it's how
Mother's
you
Day,
were
okay?
raised. I think it's being taught that. I think you get taught that with your younger. And there's a lot of people that were never taught.
Yeah, they get taught rude behavior too. So my thing is, I acknowledge those that acknowledge me. Like I speak right. So like my walk of life is like who I am is everything that I am. Like when I go out in public and whatnot, and I'm a merchandiser that goes to several different locations, for corporations. But ultimately, I speak to anybody that speaks to me. I love that, and I love that for them because a lot of them try to divulge, and sometimes I gotta tell them, take that to God. I can't help you, but at the same time,
You got to
it
remember, everybody's taught different. Like me and my brother, like we're big dudes.
yeah, of
I'm
course.
6'4", 280. My brother's 6'6", 315. So we have to make it. We have to go out of our way to make people feel comfortable.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because I
but
don't
I
want to
mean,
intimidate
Depends
you
on
anybody.
gotta
like what part of the
understand.
country. You think it has to
I
do with
was
what part of the country
raised.
you're from, though, too, as well? Because I noticed, like us New Yorkers, we're like known to be rude, right? And then, and I didn't realize how rude we were until I moved to the South. And then when I moved to the South, and my friends used to always come up. I mean, the teachers were instill on us to say "ma'am" and "sir." It used to drive me fucking crazy because I'm like, tell your friends stop calling me "ma'am." Because up north, that was a sign of disrespect. Like if you call somebody ma'am and sir, they were kind of
They
like
call you
friendly.
ma'am
Yeah, you
because
call
one, they
me.
don't
Oh,
know your name,
yeah.
but it's in respect that you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
but
then
up
again, you
north,
got
you
to
don't see
remember
it that
too,
way at all.
like my people, like all my grands and all that, they're from North Carolina, so that Southern hospitality was always instilled in us. Like
Right.
we
What
had to
part of the
cater to
South
the
you from?
elders,
Cause
and we
ain't
had to
this
say
North
yes,
Carolina
ma'am.
ain't got no hospitality down here.
Well, I was
Well,
raised in
no,
the South, and my older brother
it
had to
depends
tell
on the
me.
family though,
He
for real.
said, "Stop calling me sir," and I'm
Right.
like, "Huh?" Because I'd be like, "Yes, sir," and he'd be like, "Stop calling me sir. Like I'm your
I
brother."
know.
And I'm like,
I have a
it
very,
was
very.
finally, it was that time where my family finally acknowledged that I am of age, like I am a grown up, and it was
Okay.
weird. Because he
You
kind of
know,
like
you
drew
know.
back on a lot of things, but that's because I've been in the support of him as well. So, yeah, it's weird. It
Yeah.
just depends on the people around you and who you associate with.
Yo, and can I say something real quick? And I'm gonna hit mute and let y'all talk because I realize I've been talking,
No,
but I do.
no, okay.
I have to do.
We're
Wait,
having a conversation, right?
Right.
no,
It is a dialect being carried out, not a monologue. I know I talk a lot, but I'm sorry.
no,
Nah,
but
your
you
name.
already know. Yo,
Allergies.
Ali and B and Hermie, y'all already know. I did radio for too long. I like to talk. Lord knows I love to hear my voice because it's quite
Mm-mm-mm.
nice actually.
That was an
But
accident.
with that being said, all I want to say is, let me clear my throat. It's 23 people in live right now, yo. It doesn't matter. 24, I stand corrected. It's 24 people in live right now. It doesn't cost anything to tap, show love to the host, Adrian, right now. It doesn't cost anything. You're watching, you could be anywhere this early in the morning, but you're here. So tap the screen, show the love. Doesn't cost you anything. If you want to give a gift, give a gift. If not, just tap the screen. And if your right hand gets sore, switch it over to the left hand because the word for the day is ambidextrous. We're gonna keep tapping until we get to at least
Yes.
10K.
My son
We're
said
gonna
that
do
the
that
other
all
day.
day, every day, especially on Mother's Day. We're gonna get to 10K up in here, yo. Stop playing with yourself, man. It's your man Troy Mega checking in. You know what I mean? So keep tapping. It should be nothing but hearts on the right side of the screen. You know what I mean? Let's do what we do and let's make sure that we get it done through. Period. Point blank.
Get it done. Get it done.
Okay,
Get it done. Tap that screen.
okay,
Trey, Uncle
I
Trey,
read
let
this.
me tell you, my son just tested my intelligence the other day, talking about, Mama, do you know what impedestrians mean? I was like, hold on, what? He was like, well, you just tested my intelligence because I told him a word, and then he was like, what does that mean? And then he
Spell
gave
it.
me a word, and I'm like, hold on, sir. He was like, well, you tested my intelligence, so that's
See,
what we doing?
I like his mind state. Like, yo, you tried
You're
me,
doing a
now
great
I
job,
gotta
man.
try
You're
you.
doing a great
I
job,
like
man.
But I love that as a parent. Like it's never a dull moment, even when I gotta be, hard on them. But like when it's soft, like when I say like they love my mom jokes. I remember when she was talking about Kane with his dad jokes, but my mom jokes. He said your mom jokes are better than dad jokes, and I was like, that's
They
what's
are
up.
better than
Okay,
we funny. We're funny. They're not
I
funny.
have a story about North
I'm
Carolina.
straight comedic.
Okay, I'll wait.
Oh,
I'll
you
wait.
are.
I got a
Go,
story about
King.
North Carolina. Okay, I was gonna say like when I grew up in the Bronx, right? This guy came over and played like we used to play basketball. And long story short, I already knew like he's from North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Pretty boy. And he was messing with somebody's girl in the neighborhood, like, gang member. So long story short, this gang member came up with his whole family to fight him. And because I played basketball with him, I knew he could fight. So I was like, okay. So I was like, all right, 1-on-1. It was like this guy from North Carolina whooped him so bad. I'm telling you, it was so hilarious.
You're killing me. You're killing me, Ali. You be killing
Yeah,
me.
cause where that come from?
No,
Where you
no,
be
I'm just
digging
saying,
from?
like,
Like I can understand a
no,
trigger to
what I'm saying,
similarities of a conversation, but you just went like left.
I went left.
But you know what? They say women are from what? How they used to say that girls are from
Venus,
Mars and boys are
Venus,
Mars,
from.
Mars,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Venus,
completely
yeah.
understand because like we be in two different places. Like I'm gonna need you
Okay.
to,
What I'm trying to
where
tell
our
you is
two
that
worlds
this guy,
collide.
okay, because we make fun of
Hold on,
people
King,
for
King.
the
I need you to
country,
listen
okay?
just for a second. When we having a conversation, it's when our two worlds collide, right? So it's
Now
in
it's chocolate, okay? I
yeah.
don't
So
like
when we having a conversation, it should be in concurrent to what we're talking about.
it.
Like you just squirreled all the way over there.
But wait, you
Can you
gotta remember
spell
though,
But
that,
concurrent?
he grown. But
Can
he
you
yo,
spell
grown.
it?
At this grown ass age, you don't know how conversations are built.
That's
Okay,
okay. We
I
all a
didn't say
little
the
tap at this
story the
point.
way I did. Okay, so I apologize if I didn't say
nah,
the story
Ali,
how
Sorry,
you
that's
like
who
it.
you are.
Well, what I'm saying to you is that somebody from North Carolina came up to the Bronx and beat up somebody from the Bronx. And I
Thank you.
told him, like, I repped him because I said, you know what? He can fight because I play ball with him.
Are you
I
gonna
can
be
know, like, if you play basketball with somebody, they can fight or not fight, you know? And I was like, fight, 1-on-1.
But you know what, King? I'm a squirrel to where you at. If somebody paid me to do some UFC fighting, I would do it if they paid me to.
That's how we looking at you, Ali. We're looking at you like that right now.
Oh, wow. It's like,
But like true story,
somebody got
I
side
wouldn't
eye
do
on me.
UFC
It's
right
like,
now.
Yeah, you feel like you like crazy right now. You don't know what's going on. But Ali,
And,
how long ago was that? You still fighting though?
huh?
No, I'm asking Ali. Ali, you still fighting?
no, I don't like fighting.
And so
I
how
make
long
love.
ago was this story?
Yeah, that's why I went over to where he's at. Cause if somebody would pay me to fight, I would fight. Not like street fight. I would fight in the ring, like UFC fighting or something.
Okay, lady B.
I
Yeah.
would. The hell?
You
I'm
fighting the
gonna get my
bad shit?
ass whipping everything. But you know what? In my head, I be She-Hulk.
It's so silly. At least you get your pay for it. Fuck
Hulk
it.
smash. Hulk
Oh,
Like,
smash.
exactly, right?
fighting.
Like
I'm
I
a
don't
good
never want to get hit just cause. Don't hit me just cause. You better keep your hands to yourself. And I don't feel like paying like court costs and bail money and all that. Like I
Yeah.
want to pay
Yeah.
my bills and go on vacation. Like no, can we not do that as adults?
no, I ain't
Yes.
gonna do that. I fight with my mouth. I don't fight with my fists. I'm too grown for that shit.
No, I pick my battles wisely. Like, they got weird people out here, and I'm like, yeah, like they had a girl walking out the store early, like yesterday, and like the lady was like, "Ooh, that diaper looks stink," because she had two kids that had diapers on, no pants, and a shirt, and their hair was like halfway done, and apparently her baby daddy was right in front of her. And it was like, oh, you just not gonna acknowledge the kids? It was like drama. Like my life is very sporadical, so I'll be seeing stuff.
Are you
And
from
then when
Chicago?
the kids went to walk out, she was like, "Ooh, that looks stank." And the girl was like, "What looks stank?" And then she was like, "Oh, the baby, yeah, you do look stank." I was like, "Y'all, I wanted to say so much out my face, but I had to hold it in because, like, I kind of chuckled when she said it, and then when she was like, "Oh, what looks stank?" Like she was about to check somebody, I was like, "Oh shit."
And that's another saying that we don't do anymore. Mind your business. People don't mind their business no more. People always
I don't mind I mind my business to a certain degree. If a person is open to talking, I'll talk. But if you're not, I'm not gonna sit there and drill you. No, I'm not. Actually, like I started wearing a hat to work because I'm tired of getting people in like trying to make eye contact with me, and I'm like, oh shit, now I gotta talk. It's like I be minding my business. I'm a merchandiser. I don't mind talking. I don't mind, when they ask me for help and whatnot. But like I be trying to deter them, like I am not, an average worker. I got a book sack on my back, I got this, that, and the other, da 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 da. And they be like, "Do you work here?" There was one child, and this is why I love children. Her mama said, "Do you work here?" And she said, "Mama, if you gotta ask her if she work here, then she don't work here." I said, "Oh shit."
well, shit. Sometimes no, customer service is not common anymore. People just sit around and they don't look like they work there. So I can understand.
Yeah, me too.
No, and I get it too, but like when the daughter, for her to address her in that way, was like, "Mom, if you got an ex, then she don't work here." I was like, "Oh my god." These children are like they be in the depths, but it be truth. And like people used to say back in the day, children should be seen and not heard, which I couldn't stand either. But like to the extent that if you listen to them, they tell the truth, because they say a drunk person and a child tell the truth. And it's like you might want to listen to them. Like even my kids, like when I talk to them, I have like deep conversations. Like I'm talking to y'all, no lie. And like they be on their ones and twos. I'll be like, okay, now I need you to do these common sense things.
I mean,
Like what I
that's
told
the
you to
reason
do.
why we're supposed to be childlike. So there is a reason why they say that because they have an what a jaded way of thinking of things because they haven't been through things like we've been through things. It's like when you
But
go
that's why you as an adult supposed to respect yourself around the child. Like when your child is around you, you shouldn't be doing certain things because now you're making them question whether they say it to you or they keep thinking about it and they form their own thought process around it. So that's why I like to communicate with my kids, because I'm not gonna let you, like, I'm gonna ask you what you think or how you feel about certain things, so you can tell me rather than you sit there in your own thoughts. And then my son, sometimes he just shut down. He'd be like, I don't want to talk. And then he'll come back and he'd be like, Mama, I feel like talking now. And I'll be like,
oh, I
okay,
love
and we'll
that.
talk about it.
I love that. I mean, I think communication. We should always talk. Like, use your words. Use your words.
Yes.
It's a big thing that I used to tell my children all the time. Instead of you saying having a fit, go use your words. It's sad that sometimes I gotta use that to grown ass people on this damn app. Use your words. Stop sitting and
But
say
that was because they
things.
wasn't taught. And I find there's a lot of adults like that nowadays. Like what we're dealing with right now is because people kept pushing it to the side, pushing it to the side. And it just goes down from common sense to logic to comprehension to compartmentalizing. And you don't have to do all of those things, but can you at least do one of them?
Right.
Can you think? Can you have a thought? Like not brain farts. Like I needed to have some logic, some substance, some facts, some truth. Like don't just say what you heard, say what you know.
Well, that's a lot of it. A lot of people say what they heard, especially on this damn app. They just saying the same TikTok jargon over and over again. But then when you ask them questions about it, they have no idea. They just there's something that there's something that they heard. And thank you, Sanika. Thank you, Happy. Thank you guys for saying Happy Mother's Day to these beautiful ladies that are up here. We appreciate it.
Thank y'all. Happy Mother's Day to y'all as well. If y'all are women, thank you so much.
Yeah, it is Mother's Day, and we are here. I know I'm waking up early in the morning. Do you guys have any plans for Mother's Day? My children are grown, and so to me, I did my job. That's my Mother's Day.
Right here in this bed.
Right. That's the best Mother's Day.
I would love to stay home all day. That would be my
You'll get
ultimate thing
there,
to do.
Lady B. You'll get there when your kids is grown. when they're grown out the house, those are the
But
best.
see, it's not even about them because I still got my mama. That's my mama, and then my grandmother. That I feel like that's my mama.
How old are
So
your
you
kids?
know,
Well,
like
that's
I
what I'm
got
doing with my
to
mother today.
spend time. I love my family time.
I love that. That's what I'm doing with my mother today. I'm taking her. The museum is free today because it's Mother's Day. So me and my son are taking my mother to a museum down here, and we'll do
That's
that.
nice.
Yeah.
I would love to go to the brunch with my mom, but I'm not feeling it this morning. But hopefully, because we've done it before and it was really really nice. But my grandmother has to work at her 82 years of
Oh,
age, which is
right. I love
beautiful.
it. Hey, Grandma. I
So
love
it's like once she get off, we gonna cook and they gonna boil like crabs and crawfish and shrimp and
Oh,
stuff.
that
And
sounds amazing.
I
yeah,
love a
so
buffet right now. I would
yeah,
love a
like
buffet.
we cook and like we like leftovers. So like my mama said, I cook like I'm feeding the homeless. So we gonna eat.
I love that. I used to cook like that when I had young people in the house or had a family. I used to cook that. Now I don't cook at all. When people ask me do I cook, I'll be like, nope, I don't
Nope.
cook
But you
shit.
know what? That's how it becomes like once you don't have nobody to rely on. Because like when my kids not here on the weekend, like if my body don't say, "Oh, I'm hungry," I got a taste for something. I ain't got an appetite.
Exactly. That's
You know,
exactly
and it's crazy because it's like you not hungry. No, like when me and my kids' dad split, I swear to you, I lost so much weight. They was like, "Oh, you depressed?" No, bitch, I miss my babies. Like I didn't worry about that. Like I mean, I cared about them, but for the most part, I was good.
right. Yeah, and that's why I'm so good right now because I ain't. That's why I always be saying because for some reason that's the question I get asked the most when men are approaching me. I guess when they're vetting me or wanting to date me, the first thing they ask me is, "Do you know how to cook?" And I'll be like, "What? Nope, no, I don't know how to cook shit. I ain't cooking for you. I just grown ass and you don't know how to cook for your fucking self. I don't know what to tell you, but I don't fucking cook."
I'm
That's
not. I'm rude. Don't get it twisted. But my thing is, I cook when necessary, and then I want a man that can cook too. Cause shit, like if you get home before me, how about you cook a meal? You know, if
right.
you see something that need to be done, instead of waiting for me to do it or counting the days down until I get it done, how about you do it? You know, if
Okay.
you see me sleeping in the bed and you see something that need to be done, don't you either come lay down with me and hold me or you go fucking do it yourself. Like
Okay.
I don't want to
Hey,
nag a man like just like a man don't want to be nagged. You know,
so
like
how about wait? So how about the dude just cook out, grill for you? Like
Good
how about
morning, Flat City. Happy
because
Mother's
baby, I
Day.
want that. Give
all
me
that
that.
cooking stuff? I ain't gonna hold you. I'm no good with a
As long as the
stove, but I'm
food,
on a
If you
grill.
good with a grill,
however the
whatever you
food
cook,
get done,
do that. Do
however the
that. I
food
will
get
take the
done.
meat out and have it thawed out by the time you get home. Hi, beautiful. Hi,
Hi, my
beautiful.
friend Chastity is Kim saying Happy Mother's Day because I like to look at people when I'm talking to me. So Happy Mother's Day, Chastity. I love you. Okay, go ahead. Finish what you were
Yo,
saying.
yo.
But
Wait, I just
like I
want to
was
say,
saying, I was
I
like,
just want to
do it
say,
what you can do. You know, I'm not. It's not nothing specific. You don't have to cook me exactly what I want. But whatever you could come up with, if I need to take the meat out by the time you get home, like it's gonna be thawed out by the time you get home, so you could cook it. Like you know what you want. I go buy it fresh from the market. It's it's ready to go. Put it in, do whatever you got to do with it. You know.
I
the
love that.
cold
Now
be
just don't
ready
make
by
me
the
wash
time
the
you get to the
dishes.
yeah,
I
exactly.
might, but it's debatable.
But wait, I just want to say, Adrian, I love those frames, yo.
Oh,
Those
thank you. I got
frames.
from Amazon. It was a full pack.
Okay.
He
Shout
said
out,
it.
shout out to the Amazon frames, yo. Them shits is beating.
Yeah. It's called read. They're readers because I can't be seeing these tiny little words because my old ass eyes can't. Well, I don't know why these words are so damn tiny. So I sit there. I wear them so much. It's so funny when I meet people in person. They be like, "Where your glasses?" I'm like, "I don't wear glasses. I just need to see. I just need to see this little ass screen."
Yeah.
That's about it.
I've
But
been wearing glasses for like the last 5 years, and it wasn't a big transition for me because I always used to wear shades and lows, so I'm used to having some on my face.
Right.
So glasses, I had to get the transitions. So when I'm outside, they look like shades, and when I'm inside, they're glasses. And then on the low ski, woe ski for the nearsightedness, what would have been considered, I guess, bifocals back in the days. Now you can't. There's no like deep cut at the bottom of the glasses, so I just be chilling.
Well, I used to I wore glasses all my life. And then when I turned like 35, I got like the LASIK, I was supposed to get the LASIK surgery, but they ended, my eyeballs were too small. So they ended up doing the old school one. And I used to see perfectly. And then I hit 40. And all of a sudden I'm like, okay, why is everything still looking kind of shady? And I went, and it was supposed to be like a lifetime guarantee. So I went back and they were like, no, after you hit 40 anyway, your eyes, the shape of your eyes changes. And
What?
you're going to have to start wearing glasses. I was so fucking pissed off. I was like, why didn't you tell me that before I got it? They say it's in the paperwork. I'm like, who
This
reads that shit?
happening to the men
Who
too
reads that shit?
because
You
I
supposed
have a
to,
friend.
inform me verbally. But like
Right.
when I was little, I had to get glasses because I had astigmatism.
Right,
Man,
me
I
too.
left my glasses outside. My mama ran over them with the limo. And then like I refused to put like glasses on my eyes like all my life. I don't like gloves on my hand or glasses on my eyes or socks on my feet when I'm not, don't have shoes on or wet socks. So like I'm very particular on certain things. And like when I got pregnant with my kids, my vision was coming and going. I was like, what kind of shit? These little mother suckers changed your whole DNA. My allergies was gone from allergy shots. That shit came back so fast. I was like, oh
Yeah.
my God.
Me was milk. Me, I can't. When I got pregnant with my first son, I can't drink milk ever since then. Like I can forget it. As soon as like my stomach be like, and that should be hurting me. Having children definitely
It,
changes
it's
everything
it's
about you.
it's the art of motherhood. But the crazy part for me was like when my son, I had all my cravings while I was pregnant with him. My daughter, she was like a total surprise, and I had all my cravings after I had her. And I ended up getting stretch marks after I had her. And I'm like, where the fuck this shit come from? Like,
You
how
got
does that
older.
happen?
Because you got older. That's because you got older.
No,
Those are
literally,
wrinkle
like right
marks.
after I had her, instead of it forming on my belly, like my stomach did something weird where it's like they formed afterwards. And I just thought it was weird. And like to crave after I had her was really weird.
Believe me, I'm going through menopause and I be craving shit. It doesn't stop. It
Don't
doesn't stop.
start because they say you can hit it young. And I just went through some stuff and I was like,
Adrian,
please
when your
don't start.
birthday?
Like
March
I need a husband first, but I'll
March
be
what?
satisfied with my boy and my
30th.
girl. Huh?
What you
No, I'm
said,
sorry.
March?
Lady B. Harmony was asking me when my birthday was.
You said March what?
30th?
You're freaking kidding me.
Why?
My birthday is March 30th.
Oh, get out of here!
Oh Lord.
My dad's March 31st, so that means y'all Aries. You know what I mean?
Happy
Yes, but I mean to meet somebody the same day as you is like
Listen, it
amazing.
is amazing, but I met like 3 people on this app. Oh, thank you. Anything possible? Thank you, possible.
That is so
People.
cute. I love that.
Yeah, I met like 3 people, which kind of sucks though because it's like now when I go live on my birthday, I got like 3 or 4 other people. I'm like, hey, it's my day. I don't want it to be.
Girl, I be in and out. I don't even really do my own lives or anything like that. I don't do none of that. Like I think I'll probably do like podcasts, but it'll be like set days and times.
Right.
But like if I'm on TikTok late at night, I am liable to just like get completely off, and I don't want to shut down the house with people talking and carrying a conversation. So I try not to be rude,
I get that.
and I like jumping on people's furniture because I don't like to be live in the screen. So
No, I completely understand it. I mean, I'm able to do it because, oh, thank you, Trey Maker, thank you. I'm able to do it because I'm an empty nester, so there ain't nobody in my house. If I want to scream, and I go to bed because I'm old. I go to bed at like 8 o'clock, so I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning every day, and I don't be watching TV, so I'll just sit there and put on live and have conversations. And I appreciate you, Trey, sitting there telling people to tap the screen like all that other shit, but you see how I'm not even doing it because I just enjoy conversation. I love talking to people, so I'm not considered a live creator. I just like to have conversations. It's better than sitting there talking to myself and being in my fucking.
well, back in the day they used to consider you crazy if you talk to yourself, right? You remember that?
A little bit.
So I feel a little special if I'm talking to myself. I want to talk to somebody. Like, don't let me talk to myself. Like, I'm gonna shut down shop if I'm talking to myself. The fuck?
Well, I
Yeah,
just want
That's
to
the
say,
quickest way to give me the fold.
Adrian, you got an open invite to my lives whenever I do them.
absolutely.
And
Well, yeah, shit. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I was gonna come anyway.
Y'all gonna say, look, Harmon can tell you, Lady B can tell you,
Welcome yourself.
it's a lot of craziness that goes on there. So
Oh,
don't
I
come
believe
in
it.
there
It's just crazy.
because they
It
be
does.
people. Yeah, people be peopling. That's all I can say.
And
People.
they do, but like it's good when it's good, but like when it kind of go like a little left, I'll be like, I'll be back. I'll be back. And then I haven't been on in a while, Trey. Since I talked to you, I haven't been back on. But all is well.
Yeah, it's the same shit. It's the same shit.
I mean,
Well,
because
I
you
ain't
always
missing
get
shit.
some.
I know that.
It always is some shit. Honestly, when you deal with so many different people and so many different personalities and so many different upbringings and so many different parts of the country and sometimes even parts of the world, everybody doesn't have the same communication skills. And that's where you have to. It's like you juggling. It's like sometimes I feel
It's
like
a blessing and a curse.
it is a
It's a
blessing.
blessing and a curse. But like my thing is the blessing in it is that we can when we can actually talk and like get to know people. You get to know, girl. Why is you getting full body in this camera with your jammies
No,
on?
I know, and then it's like, and it's short too. So
You
I'm like,
showing off? I'm like,
I gotta get my
hold on,
coffee. I gotta get my coffee. But if I get up, my whole ass cheek is gonna show up. So that's why I'm like,
mama.
I'm not doing it.
No, don't
Put it
show
up,
the
put it
booty
up.
cheeks. Do not show the booty cheeks, yo. Don't do
I'm
that.
not gonna show the booty cheeks. Not today. Not today.
She
You
said
can
not
cheat in that.
today.
That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one.
Hold on, how they say that? Leave that for OnlyFans.
Right. Well, no. I've been knowing on this damn
I'm just
app
messing
before a
with you,
nipple
mama.
or two. I know I've shown a nipple or two on this fucking app before. That's why my pages keep on getting bananas.
Nip slip, nip
The
slip.
nip or two.
Girl, I don't be wanting to show nothing, not even my face. I be like, mm. They give me every once in a while. Uncle Trey done got me to show my face a few times,
I did.
which I'm very like. I'm such a stickler.
I did.
I understand.
You
First of
did,
all,
you got me because I really don't be coming on. Like, I don't mind seeing myself, but like when I'm talking, I don't like looking at myself. It's weird. I don't know.
see, I
I
look
have
up.
So,
several mental
as a
complexes.
mom, lady, what's the best quality or the best thing about being a mom to you?
The best thing about being a mom, watching them grow, just from like conception within the womb to birth through, like my oldest is 10, my youngest is about to be 9, and just like experiencing the ins and outs of life, because I believe life is art, the good and the bad. It all contributes to what they are. So just all of it. I love being a mom. That's the best job I have.
I was just
My
telling
the
Harmony
the
that earlier.
say that again, honey.
I was just telling Harmony that earlier too. I was like, that's people have we have titles, right? So you're mom, you're a wife, you're a worker, you're a son, you're a father. The best title, the only title honestly that I want is a mom, because I think I had a live the other day, and there was a couple of ladies and men that were saying they learn how to love by being in a relationship, and I'm like, I couldn't believe that they said that, because I learned how to love by being a mom, having that unconditional little person just look at you in
Yeah.
awe, and you didn't have to earn that, you didn't have to do anything, they just
Love
love you so much,
unconditionally.
that
And the
unconditional
sad thing
love.
is they love you no matter how wrong you are. And that's like the innocence of a child. And like that's why like my children are my children, but like I tell my children, I love them enough that my love could cover the world for them. Like my daughter was like, Mama, I love you to the moon and back. I said we ain't got time for that. But I love you enough to cover the world. And I mean technology, you could do all that. But when it comes to like kids and their innocence, like they don't ask for nothing. They didn't ask to be here. Shit, you should have probably swallowed them instead, depending on what you're gonna do with them. But ultimately, like as a parent, like I feel honored to have my two little munchkins. Like they're my kiddos. Like they're my biggest teammates. Even like my business and stuff like that. My son is like, oh, when I get older, I'm gonna do this, that, and the other, and he wants to do what I do. And I think it's amazing to have your kids look up to you. But like literally, we're at a wedding one time, and he's talking to the security guard on being a cop in Louisiana. I'm like, hold the fuck up, nigga! Then pulled up a chair like he's an old man talking to him.
Oh, I love that.
Wait, can I ask y'all a
Yes,
question? Can I ask your mothers a question? As the only dad in here, why is it they're your babies and your babies, your kids, and all that until they mess up,
We
and then
bond. We got a different
well,
bond
that's
with them
that's
than
so.
y'all will have.
hold on,
We
let me
have
Hold on,
finish.
let
a
me finish.
bond
Wait, hold on, let me
from
finish.
sperm drop.
Wait, hold on. That's your baby. You love them to death. And then when they get out of pocket, and I get a phone call like, you need to talk to your son. You need to talk to your child. Now, yesterday that was your baby. That was just, but now it's my child, my son. You know
You
what I'm
don't
saying?
like the
There's some
paraphrase.
traits that they have that only came from the father. So you
No,
talk to them
like
about it. You identify.
there's several ways to have those that certain verbiage. I had my kid's grandmother would say, "Oh, my children." And to me, it was like an insult to me as a mother. And I was like, hold on, like you keep saying that, oh, my kids, my kids, my kids, my kids. And I'm like, I need you to stop. And not to say that it's wrong for you to acknowledge my children as your kids because they're your grandchildren, but the way you're wording it is insulting to my motherhood. As if I'm not a mother enough for my kids. And one thing you can't do is
Wow.
to like literally insult me as a mother like that, like especially when it comes to my intelligence and how I feel about certain things. Do not test it. Like right now I'm in the process of moving my daughter next year so she don't be in a classroom as the same teacher that she had to deal with that completely failed her.
So Trey,
And
let me ask Trey this then. Trey, do you feel insulted when the kid's mother calls says, "Come talk to your son"?
he
Is that
does feel insulted and I understand why.
oh
It's
Trey
not
does? You say?
no, I actually, I'm not insult. I just find it like humorous. It's like,
For me, when I do it, it's because I said everything that I could say, and it's still not getting through to his thick ass head. So you go ahead and talk to him. That's what it's
yeah,
doing.
like,
Like
you know
you
what?
talk to the part of him that's you.
Yeah, exactly. Because obviously that came from me. It's like
Yeah.
all three of my boys were high school athletes, standouts. I did that. And then when anytime they get a certificate or they get a letter, it's like, yo, I want to thank my mom. They don't say nothing. They'll talk to me and be like, yo, dad, I appreciate blah, blah. But in public, it's this, that, and the other. But let them get out of pocket. Then it's like, yeah, you need to talk to your son. Because
I
I
mean,
ain't
I
got
do it
nothing
all
to
the
say to
time.
him.
And my oldest is 28 years old. He's about to be 29. And to this day, I remember he was sick. He's in Arizona with my grandbaby. And he was sick. And I kept on telling him, go to the doctors, go to the doctors. You walking around, go to the doctors. He wouldn't go to the doctors. What did I do? Call up his father. I said, you need to talk to your son and tell his ass to go to the doctor. Not even 5 minutes later, I see my son, he's calling me up. I said, where you going? He's like, I'm going to the doctors. What? It took your father to sit there and tell you to go to the doctors. I mean, why? Now, mind you, he all grown in 29. He should be able to make his own fucking choices by himself. But I don't know if it's a type of, and it's a good thing though. I think it's an amazing thing that the children will still listen to their fathers. You know what I'm saying? So you can
Yeah, I mean,
give them some respect.
look, especially with me, I got three boys, and they're supposed to listen. That's my oldest right there.
Oh, handsome.
It's
I love
Yeah,
him.
that's my
Oh,
oldest. Hold on, here's another one right here. Hold on, let me find one.
you love pictures. When's your birthday,
Oh, yeah.
Trey?
November. Hold on.
Are you a Sagittarius?
he's the
Oh,
officer,
Yeah,
Mr.
November 29th.
Officer. Please put them handcuffs. No, I'm
I
sorry.
know you
Yeah,
handsome.
yeah,
I
yeah.
know you
Yeah.
proud.
Hell
I
yeah,
know
I'm
he's a
proud of
proud
my
father.
boys,
He
Yeah.
is,
man. They be
definitely.
holding it down. They gangsters in a good way. Like they all educated. They all did college. They all did their thug thizzle. They all got careers.
I love that. And that's what
Yeah.
makes me proud of being a mom as well, is that to see the results of it. Of seeing of seeing what the people, the grown ups that they became. That's
Hmm.
that's my proudest moment of being a parent. Harmony, what about you? What are you proud about as far as being a mom?
That they're out of here. Jesus, thank you.
You can say that shit again.
They're out of here.
Y'all
No.
say that, but
Um,
I be by my lonesome. I be missing my babies
well,
when I be co-parent. They go by their daddy. I be like, but I want my babies back.
right.
Mm.
I do. I still have
Wait till they
one.
become teenagers.
I still have
I'm
one.
gonna change my mind eventually
Hello.
at some point on something. I still cry when their birthdays come. Like my daughter about to turn 9, I'm gonna cry.
Oh,
But
for
go
sure.
ahead, Harmony. I'm sorry.
I still have one. She's my little roommate, and we're just alike. And it's like she's never here because once she's here, she's
Happy
locked in her
Mother's
room, and
Day.
she never comes out. So unless she want to eat. So I mean, she's my
That's
best
that's
friend.
that's me too. I still got my 19-year-old here, but he's in the
Happy Mother's Day to
army,
all y'all.
so he's always in and out the house. I never fucking see him. He like you said, he's a roommate. He's a
And
roommate.
my son, like he how can I say this? He loves on me, but you know, like how like a clingy boyfriend will like always kiss on you and stuff like that.
Yeah, hold that
I
mama.
compare him to that because he's just like he's always mushy with me, and I love it.
How
And then
old is
like
he?
when my senses is high, it's like sometimes I don't want to be touched, and then I'll be like,
How old is he?
well, I'm gonna take it because he's 10. So I'll be like, I'm gonna take it because when you get older, you might not want to do that. So he started using that against me and be like, you better take it, or when I get older, you don't know, I might not want to kiss on you no
You
more. And I'm like,
you're a young
oh.
mother. You may be a young mother because
Excuse
boys.
me. Good morning. Good morning.
Like, hi, and happy Mother's Day would be nice. And young
Wow.
mother, I'm 34, sir. And how old are you?
32, you're a young mother. Happy Mother's Day.
32, and I'm 34, sir. Like, this is life. I'm old and young at the
You
same
32
time.
years old. You know how to wait your
Yeah,
turn?
yeah.
Y'all
I don't think
babies.
you old. I just think maybe
What you
you a
want?
young mother.
What you want though?
No, because I am actually I coddle my kids. Like I spend time with my kids individually. And most older people didn't do that. They didn't give hugs and kisses and said I love you all the time. So, it depends on when you was raised or who you was
But
raised by, but
boys are
ultimately that was
different
not
though.
of the past generation. So I'm
You,
definitely in between.
you ain't doing nothing different from what the books already taught. Like,
It's not a book. You don't come with a manual. They wrote books, but that's not
and
a
that's what I'm
cookie
trying to
cutter factor.
express. That's what I'm
They're
trying to
individual.
express.
You just want
And
attention. You a grown ass man.
That's what he looked like
right,
because he just came in head
Want
first.
attention. He just want attention.
right.
Do you have any children, Alan May?
My young butt right there. That's one of them.
Well,
What?
congratulations to
Okay.
you.
All right, great. That's amazing. And happy Mother's Day, nurse. I see you coming in. Happy Mother's Day, beautiful.
I did say Happy Mother's Day too.
I
I
wasn't
mean, I
talking to you
mean,
either.
I give y'all accolades. I
I
mean, I
didn't
ain't
call. I
coming
didn't.
in head first.
Bitch.
That's a different time, a different story. Head
Yeah,
first.
but like it was just kind of insulting how you came in here trying to, paraphrase and say that I'm this and the other. Like you,
And
Happy
you
how
jump
Mother's
in the
how can
conversation. Don't
anybody
be rude
talk
with it.
then? How can
You just
anybody
want
talk?
attention. I'm out to give
Yeah.
attention.
Attention. I
Alamay,
don't.
hold
Ay,
on,
ay,
hold
ay.
on, baby. Alamay, good morning,
Yeah.
Alamay. Let's start all over. Good morning, handsome. How you doing today?
How you doing, mama?
Sorry,
I'm good money.
you good money. Okay, so the question of the day was the best advice your mother gave you. Oh,
That's a good question. That's a good
that's a
question.
great question, right? That's what we were conversating about. We kind of moved on from that, but the main subject of today was
Let me put myself on mute and think about that.
you have to put really okay.
Yeah, you can just like what, just blabber out your mouth and everything. Like you,
Yeah, what?
you can't just blabber out your mouth. Like that's a good
No,
question.
sir. You either know how to hold a conversation and
You
be
don't.
respectful about it, or you just don't. That's
You don't
simple,
know how, you
sir.
don't know how to have a
Like you,
conversation.
like
Oh, you
simple.
guys are
Not a
fast.
test.
Okay,
This is life.
okay.
This is a
Oh, you guys are
dialect.
fast. You guys
I
are
mean, we
fast.
grown. We grown. We're an adult. You're an adult too. You know that, right? I mean,
You
and
guys
not
are
only you're an
fast.
adult, you're a daddy.
That's not random. It's just a question.
You
It
guys
is
are
the
fast.
topic.
All right, cool. You want the fast. You want the fast lane. That's what you want.
It's
Wrestling.
not fast. You shouldn't have to. You
All
should
right.
be able to compound mentalize when you're able
Thank
to
you.
come in here and tell people what they are. When somebody asks you a question, you should be able to answer it. That's simple being an
You're just one
adult.
of those that wasn't raised right, so it's okay. So
No,
the
no, you
we
wouldn't
already knew
want
that
to
from the beginning. The way he came
all
in
right,
here.
cool. You
You
got that.
understand?
You wouldn't want to hear what my mom told me. She told me a lot of stuff, but
Yeah, what
you
is
want to
say
hear
what your
that.
mom say? Acknowledge your mom. Nothing's wrong with
It's
that, baby,
Mother's
but you're
Day.
being rude. That's
You
it.
won't want to hear that, mama. You wouldn't want to.
Wait, what?
Well,
You new generation.
unfortunately, she raised you, and the way you talking is sideways.
You new
That
So
tells
say
us a
generation.
you
lot.
can
That tells
acknowledge
us a
your
lot.
mom.
My mom is like different. You would not want to hear what she want to hear.
Okay.
Oh my
Well,
God!
You
back
would
to
That's
want me
school
so
cool.
because you sound like you had a tough time. But
right.
A
Good
tough
morning,
time.
sir. Happy
I was
Mother's
raised by
Day.
my dad.
Okay, so I could see. I knew that shit. I told you that.
see, there's something with you, and that's okay. We all have a life. Life is to be lived simply. We all have our different experiences,
Mama,
hardships, and good
it's
times.
cool. Ain't
You
about
good,
nothing.
baby?
All
You're
right,
gaslighting. You
okay,
do it
was your
professionally
grandmother
I'm
too.
not gaslighting you. I'm
You're
acknowledging
professional
you, and I'm trying
gaslighting.
to tell you, although you are rude, you are still
All
human.
right, I'm not rude. I ain't curse at you or nothing.
around?
Happy
No,
Mother's
you
Day
don't
to
have the
you.
curse to be rude, baby.
No, no,
Ladies,
no,
hold
no.
on a
I ain't
second.
cursing at you.
Let's let him talk. Let's just let him talk because he just wanted to attend. He's screaming. Obviously, his mama. We know now. I already would have told you that when he came up here. His mama wasn't around. Wait,
Y'all just,
was
I
your
don't.
grandmother
Matter of fact, y'all
around?
got that joint.
Was your grandmother
Y'all
around?
got that joint, yo.
Hello? Was your grandmother around? You said you was raised by your dad, right?
Yeah, they both grandmothers passed though.
I understand, but were your grandmother around when your dad was raising you?
Of course, they passed though.
I know, but I'm just
I'm
asking.
sorry to hear that. My condolences go to
Yo,
you.
wow, yo, he talking about my
No, I'm being genuine about it. Like,
fucking wow, yo.
The listening
don't
skills is like unreal because he just
don't
want to talk about what
spiral.
he
You don't
want
have
to
to
talk about.
spiral, baby. Just take it for what it is. I
He
am
just want to
direct.
talk about what he wants to
Yo,
talk
I
about. What
am
do you
very
want to talk
assertive.
about there,
Very
Alamay? Go ahead,
assertive.
talk. Go ahead, talk. What you want to say?
Well, what are you talking about? Matter of fact, hey yo, you got that joint. Only joint I came on this joint really was talking. Like, hey yo, you Happy Mother's Day, y'all got that joint. Y'all still hurt from I mean, I don't even know what y'all hurt for.
Hold on. Yo, Alameen.
Hey yo, my name is Alameen. What's up with it? My name
Yo,
is
bro,
Alameen. What's up with it?
No,
hold
you're
on,
My
hold
hurt,
name
on,
is
sir.
definitely Alameen. What's
You're
up with
hold on,
it?
fucking
hold on.
hurt.
My name
Yo,
is
bro.
definitely Alameen. What's up with it?
Nah, yo, check it. All that,
What's up
No,
with
it's
it?
your mother. What
really,
you
no,
mean?
hold
You
on,
What's
hold
up
hurt.
with
on.
it, doggy?
Yo, real spit. What all they
What's
was
up
just
with it?
asking you was,
Okay.
what is the best advice that you got from your mom or your grandmom? That's the
You know, and the
question.
only thing I asked was humbly, actually, though, yo, let me fall back. Let me think about that joint. Y'all can't give me that? Fuck all that.
Well, no, go do that. You still been talking since you said you was gonna fall back. Do what you say you gonna do and stand 10 toes on it. Mute yourself and come back, baby. Ain't no you making yourself stand out. We not doing this to you.
Attention. He needs attention because he didn't get attention from his mommy.
Don't do
Hey,
them
yo,
like
y'all
that.
shorties,
Like
y'all shorties.
every person
Trust me, y'all
deserves a
shorties.
hug,
I'm not even
even
worrying about
a
y'all shorties.
child
To
to
keep it
an
a buck.
adult,
He
But
a grown
man
vanilla
or
ass
is joint,
woman,
man.
that's a
girl or
different type of
boy.
joint.
On his fucking needy
I
ass.
ain't worrying about y'all shorties. Come on, y'all
Ain't
balling.
nobody told you to
Nobody
worry
Keep
about
it a
us,
buck with
told
sir.
y'all.
you either.
Y'all
You
lunch
came
me.
up in
Keep it a
here. You
buck with
came
it.
up in this box. We didn't come looking for you. Good
Y'all
morning,
really
Professional
lunch me.
Pink.
Keep it a
Happy
buck with it. You
Mother's
know what I
Day,
mean?
gorgeous.
You don't need to do all that, sir. Like that's just out. That's outside of jurisdictions of being holding a
Now I'm talking to
conversation.
oh boy, you know what I mean? Oh
And it's a
boy,
shame
nah.
because you got a
That's a
baby right
joint right
there.
there. Oh boy,
You got
my man.
you got a young boy looking up at
These
you.
shorties and
You
everything, I
can't
ain't
teach
worrying
me
about
how to
them, yo.
conversate. Look what you're
I
gonna do,
see
baby.
shorty on this joint
But
every day,
mama,
every day.
stop taunting him right quick, cause he's really serious. He's hurt, and I
I'm
get
Hurt.
it.
Man,
I'm
you think
hurt
I
from
give a shit
what?
about his fucking feelings? Who the fuck is he? I don't give a shit about him.
I'm hurt. Like you
Yeah, you
stupid.
fucking
I'm
her.
hurt.
Yeah, you fucking her. You fucking
I'm hurt. Like get the hell
screaming
out of
her.
here. Man. I ain't hurt out this joint. Come on,
Man,
doggy.
okay, whatever. I don't give a shit.
I
Dang.
got two kids. Baby moms look better than
I
both
feel
of y'all.
bad for you.
Both
Look
of
how
them
you
baby
raised
moms
Do
him.
look
you
better
at
than
Look
least
how
care
you
y'all.
about
fucking
the
raised
baby
him.
mothers of your
Look
kids? The mother of your
better
kids. Do
than
you
both
care
of
about
y'all.
them?
Don't even do it with me, yo.
What you gonna
Sir,
do
do you
though?
care about the mother of your kids?
Y'all
I'm
stupid.
asking
This is
you.
how
Y'all
I
really
get our
stupid.
pages.
Exactly. She
Adriana!
real hysterical.
Coddling no grown ass man. If I don't coddle my 30-year-old fucking kids, I am not coddling no
I'm not
fucking
mad
grown
at you,
ass
sis.
man.
This is your house, but I'm trying to,
You
How can
ain't
you
gonna change. You
try?
ain't gonna fix him. You can't fix him.
I'm
Can't
not trying
save
to
him.
fix nothing. I mean, I'd rather
Exactly.
plant a
Pull it back
seed, but it's
then.
up to him if
Yeah,
he
you
gonna
do
Let
grow
me
or
all
think
not.
that.
about the question you
You
asked,
doing
and
that.
I'm gonna answer your question,
Well,
okay?
then calm down and go mute yourself and come back, baby. That's all you have to do. You
Anyway,
doing
all
this
right,
to
so
yourself.
let's give
You
him
drawing out
examples.
something, making it
He's
about
on
you.
how to communicate. Well, let's give them examples. I said my mother had taught me. Well, one of the things. Okay, closed mouths don't get fed. Good morning, Tana. Happy Mother's Day. That's one of those
Happy Mother's
things. The
Day to
sayings.
everybody in the comments.
That's one of the sayings that my mother had taught me. One of the sayings, right? The best advice, right? You got to ask for something that you want. If you people can't read your minds, so if you want something, you got to ask for it. The worst that can happen, somebody say no to you. So that's one of the greatest advice that my mother had given me. Right, Trey? What did you say your mother the greatest advice that your mother had given you before?
Basically, everybody smiles in your face ain't happy to see you.
Which is an amazing advice as well. That's an amazing because there's a lot of people that be smiling in your face doesn't mean that they actually like you. Good morning,
The
Mick.
greatest advice, my mom said, don't give up. She said, Alameen, don't give up. That's the greatest advice my mom
Oh,
ever
that's
gave
it.
me.
That's it right there,
That's
bro.
it.
That's what they were looking for, and that was some damn good words right
I
there to
love
give
that.
for a woman to
I,
give
I
her
had to think
son.
about it.
That was dope. That was
I
dope.
love that.
Cause that's real shit.
I
My
love that.
godmama said if you don't pay no other
They
bill, pay
playing
that
with it
rent.
though. They
You can
playing
get
with it.
light anywhere, you can get food anywhere, but pay that rent.
Prioritize your priorities.
That's right. Pay that rent.
Because they don't give homes for free. But you go to a
Right.
pantry and get some shit.
And we're from New York, we
We know how to
steal
get that
somebody's
shit.
light, somebody's heat, somebody's something. We'll be
You can
sending
always put candles on.
we'll send a extension cord down the window,
Make
we
a way out of no way. I've seen
all
it
right,
before, even in the country, baby.
all
Right.
right.
Make a way out of nowhere. Exactly. That's another good saying. See, it's that simple. It wasn't that deep. It wasn't that deep. But I appreciate. Thank you. I'm glad you was able to share that with us. I
Trey,
appreciate it.
and I
And
remember you too,
On
Trey,
the West
too.
End.
You good people. I
You
remember
know
you.
what my mom did say?
You good people, Trey. No, he good people.
Acknowledging Trey. You know what my mom said when I was little, and like we really used to see things as nonchalant, be like, what you mean, until like you get older. But my mom was like, listen to strangers, and not listen to strangers that would tell you anything, but it was like more like they were like angels that would talk to you, and like every time like we would see people out in public, they would always be telling me stuff. And like I'm like, okay, but my problem with me hearing from strangers was I wish I would have heard it from my mama as a young child. So, I had my indifferences. But like it was strange because I started to acknowledge at my older age that people are angels and they can lighten any mode when they acknowledge you. And a lot of times people, they kind of like turn their head or turn their head up to people or this, that, and the other as if they're better and different, or, they think somebody think they're above them. And it's like, we're just simply human beings living
Yeah,
a
but
human
people are
experience.
devils too. People
And
are
your
devils too.
substance that you carry as your characteristics compared to the tangible things carries more weight than anything, because planting a seed could grow a tree one day, but like a wise man would know is that when he plants a seed, he may not live to see that tree bear fruit, which is you may not see that person come to fruition through the time of meeting you, but it's gonna settle in their mind at one point in time that they're gonna grow in that. And then when I would have people come back and tell me how I influenced them and how I helped them and I've changed things for them and made them see things a different way, that inspired me to inspire people.
But you also
You
know
know,
that you could throw seed on the grass, you could throw seed in a crack, you could throw seed, and you know what I mean? There's different ways that you could throw that seed. Doesn't mean it's always going to grow.
exactly. And the thing is, that's not that my. You know what? And this goes with the saying that I say: my test is what I do. Your test is what you do with it. Right? It's not that I don't hold them and I don't expect them to do anything with it, but if they may, it's a choice.
I get it.
Everything is a choice. It is optionable. And when there's a million ways to do one thing, especially now today, I mean, why would you want to suffer in the dwellings of what happened or what should have happened when you could, pretty much maintain what you got and make endless memories turn into forever? Like why would you dwell in all those hurts and pains that we tend to harbor? Because that's the unfortunate thing for the Black community, when you could literally be within the moment and look forward to the future while you prepare for it, because there is no future if you don't make a plan and the concepts don't work. You can't go up there with the handy dandy notebook like Blue's Clues and be like, oh well, this is what I'm gonna do today. No, that don't work like that. You have to have some type of tactic, skills, calculations, like you have to have some type of format to execute anything that you desire. But ultimately, it's having that plan in position to do those things. And usually when you think you're ready, you're not. But you're going to go through some things that's going to make you ready for when you're ready. And
Absolutely.
that I respect.
And another thing that
Good morning, my Blue Money, and happy Mother's Day to you, beautiful.
Happy
Hi,
Mother's
mommy.
Day.
Good
Making it mommy
morning.
money.
Good morning,
Happy
my love.
Mother's Day. Hey, Trey Mega.
Mother's
What
Day.
up?
And
What
let
up?
me
Hey,
tell you something.
Harmony.
You
Hey,
sent that
lady.
rain. You
I ain't
sent that
speaking to
rain down
Alabama.
here because it rained all day yesterday, and I didn't even get to go to my
It
concert
did.
yesterday. I'm blaming you
I'm
because all you
sorry.
saw was that rain yesterday. About how it was raining in Atlanta. You were supposed to go to a rooftop club, and you wasn't gonna
It's
go to your
Mother's Day.
rooftop.
Hey, it's
Yes,
Mother's Day.
it's
Hey,
wonderful.
give me a break. Damn, you on my ass worse than the man.
What
Give me
worse
a
than a
break.
man?
Yeah, and you know she stay on them, Harmony, but she on me now. Oh my God, my Valentine is done turned on me. My Valentine done turned on me, y'all.
I would never turn on you. I love you too much.
I mean, why you up here causing commotion this early in the morning? I can't take it.
He
My
yesterday
nerves are
to
tore
Mama
up.
Money.
Yeah, he was here yesterday
Yeah,
too,
I
and the
know.
day before that too.
Oh, that's
And
the
so,
one
lady,
that
you're
was
wasting your
on.
time, girl. He is not gonna listen to nothing. He
Yeah,
is
don't
hopeless.
he ain't gotta
He's
listen, man. A righteous guy, he righteous.
he's a piece of work that can't be worked. He's different.
Baby,
Happy
I
Mother's
must
Day to
say this
Paul.
personally. I tame
Woo!
demons and I don't mind.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you'll get tired after a while and quit,
And personally,
like
if I go to
everybody else.
hell, the devil gonna send me back or he gonna want to marry me. So I don't. My time is never wasted if I got time
Well,
today.
good.
Well, don't go to hell. Don't go to hell either. It's a waste of
I'm
time too.
not
It
going to
don't
hell.
matter whether you go to
Not
heaven
yet.
or hell with Alameen, you is wasting your time. If it's
I
in
do
it,
not
don't go
know it,
nowhere with it.
and I
Don't go
by
nowhere
no
with him.
means is
He bad
anybody
company.
outside of my children worthy of any sacrifice of me.
I love it.
That's right.
All right, so Mama, you gonna answer the question?
And happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, gorgeous. Happy Mother's Day. It's quiet today. They're not
Hey
up yet.
Donna.
They ain't up
Hey
yet.
Nicole. Happy Mother's Day, y'all down there.
The babies are not up because it's quiet.
Oh, they with their daddy. Go ahead.
Oh, well,
Oh, you too?
Mother's
Me
Day to
too.
you.
Thought I was doing brunch this morning, but I'm probably not.
I was gonna do brunch too at this restaurant, this rooftop restaurant, girl, but it's still raining.
It's still
I'm
raining.
upset. Yep.
Mm-mm.
Then I was at the car dealership yesterday trying to get a car. I was mad.
Oh, best of luck to you.
And
I
it's
try
cold as
to, but
shit.
the upgrades they have
Ugh.
nowadays, because I love
Uh-huh.
Mazdas, they don't make cars no more, and they only have C chargers, and I want the USB.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Niece Pooh. So
Morning,
yeah,
Donna.
I don't like car shopping at all. I don't want a car
I like
note.
car shopping.
So I'm walking in the door buying a car cash. I ain't doing no car note. So that's even more of a
And
headache to
it's
me.
that part too. It's that part too. The damn cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
But we're talking about the advice that our mothers gave us, right? And one of the things that my mother gave
Okay.
me advice when we were younger, when I was younger, I was raised that you don't need no man for shit. That was from the beginning of my life. My mother always would tell me, you don't need no man. Let me tell you something. There's certain times, like car shopping,
Hey, D.
because
That part.
unfortunately, men, I believe that
You listen perfect.
men still are going to see us as women, like you were saying, Lady B, and we're just objects. We don't know anything. We're stupid. And those people, those car salesmen, will have a little bit more respect, or a man can have a conversation with a salesman, and we could get a lot more. I guess because they think they won't try to manipulate the situation when they try to do with a woman. And I hate that it happens like that, but that's one of those reasons why. So I know Mama Money. I know you because you're like, and then I'm sure like you know things, right? But you don't know all things about how this shit works.
So
Go ahead.
yeah, so I'm not a mechanic, but I probably bought 25 cars since I've been buying cars. So you ain't finna get me, you know. So
A lot of
yeah,
cars,
nah.
though.
I try to deal with the ones that are pretty straightforward and upfront. I come in the door, I ain't gonna even let you know I'm coming in with cash. Go ahead and run around, do your jumping and up and down, impress me, do whatever you want to do. Let's see how willingly you are to get my business. Now, once you show me that, I'm willing to give you my business, and then normally I'm on tack and got everything ready to go for you, and you ain't got that hassle.
Why can't
But
all girls act like
uh,
this?
yeah, I don't do all that. So when I go in there, I know what I want. You know what I'm saying? You're
Okay.
gonna have to prove it to me, show it to me, or whatever.
Mhm.
And I took my ex-husband with me too, but he didn't say nothing. He didn't help none.
Sometimes you just need that
Shit.
body.
They don't be worth a damn sometimes.
No.
That's why
Because
they
usually they don't know
exist.
shit either. I notice a lot. Like
He
I'm
was
pretty sure
like,
I
he
would
told
never
me
take
so.
Alame to the car dealership. You know what I mean? But
Girl, let me tell
sometimes
you what
it's
he
just good to
said.
have a man there.
Well, do y'all want to know what he said?
They be
He
worried
said,
about
well,
what it
if
look
What do you
like.
say?
It don't matter.
he
That's
said,
the
well,
point.
if you like it, then I guess you can get it.
They
Hell, it's my money.
they just agree with you on everything. Like I need somebody.
Like,
I
why
need
the
some
fuck did I bring you?
time.
Child.
God damn it. Because who told? Like yo, I kid you not. Both of the brand new cars that I pretty much got had bad batteries. After a certain yes, the battery was bad because they
Oh,
You
sit
didn't
in
get
yeah.
the
off
heat
the
for so
lot. You
long.
didn't get off
Nowadays
the
last
lot.
long.
Mm-hmm.
I
You
don't
didn't
think
get
anything
off the lot.
got nowadays. Like I remember I had a 2000, and I understand because I didn't want no car note either. I had a 2001 Toyota and it had about 260,000 miles on it. And I had that shit up until about 2 years ago because I did not want a fucking car. I was like, I ain't doing it, and it lasted
Girl,
me.
I got
You
a
know why I
2009
picked that car
Mercedes,
note up? You
and
know why I
it's
fucked
got
it up?
265,000 miles on it. So I do need a new car, but I'm just too cheap, y'all.
I
I'm
know
a
I'm,
cheap,
I'm,
yeah,
That's
I'm
I'm
too
okay
trying to
cheap.
too,
put
but
an
you know why
investment.
I wanna I rather a new car or a low mileage car. I personally do not want to be paying
Adriana,
on a
you
car,
can
which you say
take
you're
me
gonna pay
to
cash outright.
a
So this
lot.
doesn't
Trust me, you
apply to
can.
you, mama. But when I buy a car, I don't want to have to worry about fixing something while I'm paying on something.
I
If that
drove
makes
mine
sense.
off the showroom
Yeah,
So
floor.
it's a
at the
car.
yeah,
I
That's a
agree.
exactly.
baby.
The last I drove a
I
Mazda
agree.
off
That's a
the
baby.
showroom floor,
You have to
but I
take
didn't
care of
want a
it.
cosigner. So I went somewhere where I didn't get a cosigner because I don't need no one to cosign for me. I put a large down payment down on it, and then I pay, I pay my notes or whatever. But I don't want to have to fix it. But luckily, especially with warranty, they have extended warranty, and there's certain things you shouldn't sign off on because you sign over your rights.
Yeah,
If
you
something medically
great.
happened to you or something like that, and you can't pay the bill, it falls on you, and then it gets repo, right? Well, in the end result of that, the whole Mazda industry, they had on the car that I have, they don't even make the cars anymore. The last one was a 24. I have a 21. They don't make the car no more, and there are recalls on them, and they have a lifetime warranty on the car where they will fix the car because they did so much. My 2017 was better than my 2021. My 2021 stay in the hospital. When she made a year, she was in the hospital because they had to fix the
I
AC.
don't
They
think
had
they
to
make
fix the
cars the way
locks on the
they used to
door
make cars.
because of
Ooh,
all these
child.
new sensors. And they don't make them with screws anymore. They make them with pegs. The only way you can change the headlights on the car is if you bring it to the dealership. They don't even sell them at the what you call it. So it's a lot of stuff that they're trying to tuck their tail so they can get in people's pockets. So you're not
That's
going
why you
somewhere
need a
else. And
man.
at the
So
end of
you
the
can
day,
Especially
you need
everything, like
a
even
man that knows
TVs
this
and
stuff.
phones don't last as long as they used to. Like I used to have a TV
they
that would
get
last for
constipated.
80 years. Or vacuum cleaners. Vacuum cleaners only last about a year now. Like I think
Washing
appliances
machines
don't
and
last.
dryers.
Yeah, they
I
really
remember
don't.
So,
washing machine dryers lasting for like 60, 70 years.
Yeah, they don't
Like
do
I
that anymore.
literally had to change mine within four, and my grandmother blessed me with that on my birthday. I was like, oh, thank you. But it gave me a reason to go wash my clothes by my grandfather while I was taking care of him and go by my grandmother,
I
you
love
know?
that. I love. Okay, so
so
But
my
ladies,
I find a
if you
reason. I
can't,
find a reasonable reason for everything.
if y'all
ladies,
can't get a man to go
tons of
with you
coffee
to the
already
car
mixed with.
dealership, I was gonna say what I do is I do make sure I get a Carfax report. I don't normally go and get financed through the dealership anymore. I'll go to like Navy Federal or get a pre-approval. I already have my money, so they can't be shitting on me with the interest rate, trying to get me with 50 different
That's
credit
what's up.
companies and all this crazy mess.
Right.
So I don't have to go through that part. Thank God. So yeah, that eliminates a lot of that nonsense that they put on you and try to make you pay out enormous prices and crazy stuff. I'm better, and I can better negotiate with them. I can
Right.
Exactly.
get something off of them.
Because it's cash
So,
to
like
them.
yesterday, the two that I was looking at, I already got a Carfax report on them for the last 10 years. All of the maintenance, all of the upkeep from the day that the car was sold, how many owners have had it. I got all of that details and all the information so that I can look at that too and look at the history of the car to see if it's something that I want to, even deal with. Because sometimes you don't know the history, but if it's tracked in this system, that means they are getting professional maintenance done on the car. So you can
And
kind of count
Yeah,
on it a little bit
you
better.
even see
And
oil
there's
changes
certain
on
things
most of
that
the
you can
car
tell.
fast.
Yeah,
mommy,
yeah.
can I ask
So
you a question? How much do they want for a car?
What?
so I'm
You
only
got a car?
I'm only gonna pay 10,000. I'm only gonna pay 10.
10.
I
Okay,
mean,
because I did put
since she got
8,000
a
down on
car,
my car, and my problem with a lot of
you
these
don't
used
even gotta
cars,
put all that down. But if
they
you want to, you can.
LMA, like you don't have anything smacks blowing smoke out your face.
Child.
You look like a dragon. What I'm gonna say is,
At least you
like,
got a shirt on
these
today.
used
Thank you for putting on
cars
the shirt and getting
cost
out of
way
the bed.
more
Thank
than
you.
these brand new cars, which is really strange. But it's the way the market and the margins are moving, and like I don't know what the
No,
years to
no,
come for.
no,
So I'm
no,
gonna just
no.
pretty much ride my
No.
Honda until the wheels fall off. LMA,
Oh no.
what you want? What you
Y'all,
want?
y'all
Need a
sound
hug?
like too much. Too much.
Hold on. If you need a dude to go to the call out with you, I'll be more than happy to escort anybody. My rates are reasonable. Just
I want somebody with an auction license.
sir.
That
Whatever
shit,
the
that
Right,
shit
shit
go
a
get an
little too
auction
much.
license.
yo, chivalry went out the window when Bread got involved. Yo, like,
That's cool too, but
cut the
go
check.
get a auction license.
No, I'm just playing. By the way, I
An
was
auction
joking.
license. You ever been? Have you done that, Mama Money? See, I'll be scared because I don't know about cars. But you know, there's
Yeah,
one right there in Cartersville, or not? What was it? Ackworth. There's a car auction over there. You could
Nah,
get
I
like
ain't going to the
you
car
have to bring a
auction.
mechanic
No,
with you though. That's the
no,
only thing. You ain't trying to do
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
no.
you have to have a license for it and several different
No,
other.
there's certain
So
days
the
that they have
only
without
some
you
of
don't
them
need a
they have, you
license.
don't have to have no
That's
license. You just
Yeah,
have
okay.
they
to
You
have
pay to
know,
get
certain
in.
days.
you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
And
you just
also,
pay to get in.
you don't need $10,000 to get a car.
no. But
You
if
don't
you
know
go,
what I
Well, she's
need.
trying to play
I
it
ain't
flat.
riding no regular piece of shit.
if you go to an
Trash that
auction,
go drop down in the middle of the street
No,
before
if
I
your
get out the
credit
parking
cool,
lot.
credit
the
cool,
only
you can
bad thing
run out
about an
that joint.
auction
My
is
credit is
I'm
excellent,
telling
sir.
you.
You must have
you
heard
gotta
me say I
sign
went to
off.
Navy
Boss,
Federal. I got
boss,
a
I'm not even
pre-approved
coming
check.
at you, mama.
You don't
I
know
I'm
picked
not
about
up
what
a
coming
they
at
fucking
you.
sell
check
all
for
this.
the
You don't know
amount.
I
about
already
I
you
know
didn't
know
you
even
know
have
what
to
credit.
you're
have the
talking
car.
about.
What are you
You
No, I
talking
know,
about?
I know
Like,
you know what you're talking
hold
about.
on, wait. Y'all talking about auctions. The only thing
You
about an
better look
auction
at my
is
name.
when you buy it,
It's cool. It's
cash
cool. Ain't
in.
about nothing,
So
mama. You
there
got
is
that
no
joint,
warranty.
but you can hop on the bandwagon and you'll fuck with Alameen. You know what I mean?
You already know that.
I don't fuck with you, Alameen, but I told you that, and I
Oh
already
yeah,
blocked your
yo,
ass. What else you want me to
they
say?
fuck with me. They fuck with me.
I don't fuck with you for real. You better look down, check it. I bet you blocked.
Oh my god.
Hey mom, hey yo, mama, trust and believe.
What?
Hey
Who
yo,
give me
it's cool.
109?
You
Thank you.
got that joint. You got that joint. Wallahi, you
I
got
ain't
that joint.
fooling with you this morning. I'm going
You
on
got
mute. You is
petrol?
not finna make me lose my page.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. But that's okay.
I ain't do nothing. I don't even be on this joint. Y'all
We don't
motherfuckers
care.
be
We don't
lying
care.
on
We
this
know you
joint.
don't do nothing. You just want attention. I
I
get
don't
Why
it.
do
is you
none of that
cussing at
whole ass
people
shit.
now? You was so say being polite earlier. Now you cussing.
Polite. When was he being polite?
He was
Exactly.
being rude, but he wasn't
Exactly.
cursing.
I
You was never
well,
being
I
polite.
was
You was
I was
being
being
rude, but you
Neptune.
wasn't cursing.
I was being Neptune. For real, for real.
You was
Hey
being
yo,
neutral.
No, he said
yeah, I'm always Mama,
Neptune's
I'm
not.
always chilling. If you
Are
don't
you
know me,
an
I'm
anime
always chilling.
fan?
I'm always chilling. I'm
Are you
always
an
chilling.
anime fan,
Man,
LMA?
It's
he
just
said he
people
was
right
right.
here. There's people right here that be doing the most.
Yeah, I know.
Can
Let's
you
hope
not
for
hear
the
me?
side. And so
You
would
an
he.
anime fan?
No, I don't be doing the most. I be speaking the truth. I don't do the
Me too.
most.
What truth have you
You
said
do the
yet?
most obviously. Do you watch anime?
I mean, it's cool. I like it. It's cool.
You don't know. You don't know. That's his name.
I would
That's your
watch
name.
it if you was a fan.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, shit. I watch OnlyFans too.
Well, that's your personal biz.
I mean, I
I
just
be
said
feeling
some
sorry
people
for them
are
hoes. They
weird.
be doing shit for
Why
cheap.
are you engaging
I be
with
like,
him?
God damn, but okay.
That's why you
That
just
shit
let him
came
run his
out of
fucking
left
mouth.
Want to go
field.
ball for
When he gets
ball? I can go
tired.
ball for ball with her.
Hold on, I ain't gonna hold you, Alameen. You came out left field with that one because I'm sitting here
Oh what?
rolling up.
I
I'm
mean,
sitting
I
here
gotta go
rolling
ball
up.
for
He just
ball.
want to
No, I
work. He
was
just
rolling
want to
up,
work.
and then they was asking about anime, and he said OnlyFans, and I literally
I
damn near
gotta go
dropped
ball
the
for
L,
ball,
yo. I
bro.
was like, wait, what? Oh shit.
I
Man, you
gotta
pick your
I
head
gotta
up,
go
huh?
left. With being said, I gotta go hard as shit. Hey
You
yo,
can
I
I
ain't
go
mad
gotta
left.
go.
at you. I ain't mad at you,
If you
nephew.
go
I ain't
left,
mad
I'm
at
gonna
you.
appear there. Like I literally transported there. Like you ain't take me there, but I'm gonna go there.
You missed transport. I think somebody already said that, John.
What?
Miss
You
Who
Trans
what?
saying?
What they where?
to Neptune?
I'm gonna go wherever you go. If you go to hell, I'm gonna meet you there.
You know,
But
I
he
heard that
say I'm the
before too. You was
problem. Do
about to
y'all
marry
see
the
why I
boy and
went on
everything.
mute now? I just go back on mute.
No,
Man.
mommy, I understand, but you know
Torn.
when I
Like you
got
really
time
was
to
going to
come
marry
on here,
shit
I got
torn,
Let
time
come
to
him
back to
talk
spare.
life.
himself until he's tired of talking to himself. That's it. Because he just talk. Let him run his fucking mouth. He's been saying a whole lot of shit the whole entire time. He just had a.
Y'all getting this joint. It's cool, Mama. Trust me. You already know how I get down. I don't be on this joint for real, for real. You be on this joint, man. Matter of fact, let me fall back.
What the hell he just said?
I don't even fucking know. A whole lot of blah, blah, blah,
What
blah, blah,
language
blah,
was
blah, blah.
that?
Are you drinking? You definitely smoking, but are you
Young, he
drinking?
Language.
was young
You
I
need
ain't
minded.
some milk.
smoke for real,
Young
for real.
minded.
You need
And
No,
some
he
he
milk.
on
Is he
repeat. Y'all
from New
don't
York?
notice he say the same thing every time. Just
yeah,
listen.
he
He do
don't,
the
he don't, he
same
don't
thing.
got an
No,
original
I
gist.
like her.
It's okay.
Even
You
though
He
she
got
got
it.
don't
an
fuck
original
with me,
voice,
I
and it
like
makes
her
me
though.
so grateful that I'm a mom of men that are his age age that are fathers that don't act like that. And when I and
You
get
don't know me.
from men
I'm
like
a.
that, I thank God every day that my children are not like that. I
That's
couldn't
cool.
know how to handle it. I couldn't because I would just
That's really disrespect. I ain't gonna hold you, but that's
Girl,
crazy. That's crazy.
you, you know how you was parent by your parents, and then you
That's cool
become the
though.
parenting like your parents. I be
Oh,
feeling
I
bad for
definitely
like
parent
you
like
need
my
to,
fucking mother.
Matter of fact,
like
let me
my
call
Honestly,
back.
mother
that's
would
what my mother
literally
was
be
like.
Right.
disassociating from my nurturing side to
I
be
think
like, here, come here.
social media.
The
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah,
All right,
and
well,
then
how about this?
whoa,
Wait, how about
whoa.
Yeah,
this?
social media is a farm.
Wait, how about
That's
this
all.
right here? Wait, how about this right here? Can I get somebody to make some grits, bacon,
No,
sausage, and
About to
pancakes
get up
right
and
now?
make
That's
me a
all.
Nah,
bacon
we can go to
I'm
Waffle
trying to
House.
change the subject right
Real
now.
for
it's
real.
Waffle
Mother's
House.
Hey,
Day. First of all, Trey,
I got
you
Waffle
supposed to
House
cook for
yesterday
that.
morning, but
I
I
thought
Right,
you
just
was
it
taking
couldn't
me to
is.
that
It
go to
is.
grill.
Waffle
It
Oh,
House.
is.
bitch.
What
It
happened to the
is.
grill?
I forgot. I
Go whip
forgot
out the
that
Come
grill.
part.
back to the grill.
Yeah, go whip out that grill.
Where's our steak and eggs?
I'll do it.
Like,
Send
you
me
gonna
send
pop
me
up
a
that grill
Bring,
send
today
me
I
on
a
want
two
some
Wednesday?
hold
shrimp
Hey,
and
on. Hold
lobster
on,
and
I'll
some
do it. Send
crab.
me a two
You
hundred
gonna do
dollar
some steak and
cash
some
yo,
out for
shut
the
up.
ribs?
Shut up,
ingredients.
mother.
nah,
So I
why
can
you
go
Mother.
to the store
playing?
and get them.
Why you
Happy
playing? Why you
Mother's Day. Shut
playing
up,
now?
though,
I
for real,
was
for
doing
real.
a
Send
steak
me
If
a
you do the
send
steak
me a
and
two
ribs
hundred
and
dollar
stuff,
cash out.
and
That's
you
how
know,
much
That'd
the
be
food
nice.
costs.
I
I
would
can't
love
hear
$200.
you.
that.
I do the rice dressing and the baked beans and the baked macaroni.
Hell,
That's
I'm
cool.
supposed to have that, bro.
Hello.
Good morning, Meg. How are
Hey,
you?
Morning.
Mike.
Yo,
Morning.
Mick, what up, dog?
Yo,
Hey,
Trey, what up,
Heavenly.
man?
Yo, long time no visual.
Thank
What's
you for
up
the
with you?
gift.
I know, right? Yeah, I just been kind of working and kind of staying away from TikTok in a way.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't
You
seen
know,
that.
some people be
Hey,
on some madness.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, man,
Don't
hey,
worry,
that,
we got nine
Hey
inside too.
Heavenly, thank you, love.
on this
plus,
mug.
I'm about to be going back to school soon.
I love that mix for you.
Congratulations. I wish you the best of
Thanks.
luck. What you
Thanks.
going
Thanks.
for?
What you having?
I'm gonna do a double majors in community college, general studies, and business.
What's general studies, if you don't mind me asking? Is it liberal?
It's
Basic.
just like you take your general classes just to get a degree.
Yeah,
I know
you
what
do the
general
regular classes
studies
they
are.
took in the high
yeah,
school.
general studies. It's like it's a filler course until you like lock down.
Yeah.
I mean,
Don't you need
trust
those
me,
type
I
of
know.
general classes before you even could get to like
Trust and believe. I know. I just want to
entry
cut
Yeah,
you off
level?
there's like
before
a
you
general
go there.
studies
Yeah,
degree, but I'm
back in the
saying that's
day,
just one, and then I'm gonna do
I
business.
already graduated.
So you need
I
general
understand.
classes your first 2 years. They're called core classes, and they're
Right.
core
yeah,
Core.
classes that normally go with any
Right.
degree program. So
Well,
that's
they
what
really call
general.
yeah, they're core classes, liberal
Well,
classes. What is
yeah.
it called?
Look, look,
English, math,
when I was in
science, like
college,
low
when I was in college
science.
back in the '90s, they called it. You could literally claim undecided up until your third year. For
And
real, you'd be like,
that's
"Yo,
a
what's your
third
major?"
way to say it.
Undecided. But now it's core classes or
No,
general.
That's what they
undecided
need to
is your
Yeah,
do.
that's
first
Like,
true.
major.
give
That's
them
true.
a
The first two
breakdown of
years, you can.
every field that they would
Yeah, well, that's
like
what
to
I'm
go in,
thinking. So,
and the turnover rate and the hiring rate too, because they be doing these getting these degrees and stuff that's not hiring. But if you can't go into business for yourself or get hired for a position, then you flat.
Right. No, you have
Yeah, well, I'm graduate. I'm going for the degree, the ones that's paying.
a
I'm
thousand.
not
I
knocking
think
you, bro.
everybody
As
should
long
do
as you
that.
in
I don't
college,
think you
bro.
should go
But see,
to
it
college for what you like. But I'm
it's
I'm
just
not
not
what
saying.
you
knocking you. If
like.
you're in
It's
college,
something
you're in
that you could
college. I just
live
wanted to cut
doing,
you.
not just
All I
I
something
just
to.
want to
got
cut you button.
is
That's all.
Okay,
a
so
bill,
let
a
me
student
say
loan
this.
bill that I'll never pay.
I count if it does not benefit me, I cannot see a reason for me doing it. And I feel the same about you. So what I am saying is
Mm-hmm.
if you go into college to be a social worker, they get paid $60,000 a year, don't go.
Right.
Why in the hell are you going to get $80,000 in student loans and you
Mm-hmm.
only get paid 60? If you get
Huh.
paid that, most
I
of them
agree.
get 30 or 25. So what I'm saying
There's a
is
reason.
I went to school to be an engineer. 80,000.
Yeah.
I spent 10. I got a benefit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go to school and I got to come out of school paying $100,000 in loans and I can't even make
It's the
$100,000 a
experience.
year. So
It's the
some things don't
experience.
make sense to go to school for. So you
I
can
would
say
tell
all
you.
day long, go to
Oh,
school
you
for
got
what you
that
like and
mama.
what you
You
love.
got that.
I ain't gonna lie
Come
to
on.
you and tell you that. You will be in debt
Okay.
for what you love. You better
And
go to
You
school
believe
for
it?
I'm
something
Look.
that
trying
you
to
can
Hey,
make the
yo.
money for or
because
don't go at all. Don't waste your
right, because
time.
I'm
No,
a
no, no.
teacher.
I'm a tell
My degree is in education, special needs education, and so I understand. I got about $80,000 worth of student loans as well. I probably taught for about 2 years, especially in the South. You ain't getting paid money. You don't get paid. You don't get paid at all. It's horrible what they give out to teaching.
What school you in? Will you say you're a teacher, Adrian?
Well, I have a degree in teaching. I don't teach though.
I'm a teacher. Yeah, I'm a teacher. I've been doing it for
August, but you
20 years.
now in New York, you teach in New York?
But I would say
I'm in
it's the
I'm in
experience. I don't
Carolina now.
know what
All
y'all
right, but
saying. If
okay, so
y'all
wait,
went to
hold on a
college,
second.
it's the
Alamay, damn, you was
experience.
talking. So when did you ever teach in
Ay,
New
ay,
York?
ay.
Like in New York, you make money teaching
Yeah, in New
because
York
they
you
make
make
you keep on
money.
going to school. The more school you get, the more money you make, right? But in
Yep.
the
So
South,
what's
it's
wrong
not
with going
like
to
that.
school?
Nope.
What's wrong? Wait, you tripping about the South? The
Oh,
South got better
Jesus,
schools
be
than up north.
perfectly dangerous. You didn't even go to school. Shut up. You barely graduated high school. Get out of
You
here.
want
So
to see?
you can't even
You want to
tell us
see?
nothing. You can't
You want
even
to
tell
see?
us nothing. Come on and
I'm
happy
not even trying to preach to you, but do you want to see?
Mother's Day
I
number
don't have to be
Everything
five.
is a
there
to each
again.
his own. It's what benefits you, and it doesn't hinder you in the long run.
I be
And
playing
that's
on
why
this
I
joint,
think
but
when
I
it
can
comes
tell you, I'm
to
really educated,
anything that
and
you
I
go
don't have a
for,
liberal
it should
arts
be a
degree. I have a STEM
compartmentalizing,
degree.
understanding the
Well, like I
detriment,
said,
the
I'm in
wins,
community college, so
the
I have a
if
STEM
it's
degree,
something you're willing
mama.
to actually
You're
do, and
absolutely right.
everything else. There's many things that go into the process of making a decision. You shouldn't be one sided. And then if you have people that you have to take into consideration, like children, you should also, understand how it's going to affect them as well. So, that's just being an adult thing.
Well,
Who
I think
you?
So
Yeah, but
Mick,
my
it's good.
conversation is
Mick, it's
disregarded. It's
good
fine.
that you're going
Honestly,
to
it's really disregarded. But I would tell you,
So,
go to
Mick,
school
it's good you're
regardless.
going to community college because those
You
first
got
two
it.
years
Love
you
you
should be
too,
able to
Mama. I love
transfer
you.
to a
We're definitely
university
having a great
or a
conversation.
higher or a different college
That's
if you
called
want to
dual
change
enrollment.
after your second year.
yeah,
Yep.
that's what I'm
So
doing. That's what.
after your second year,
Yeah,
you
it's
can
called dual
take those
enrollment. I know.
credits and
It's
move them.
called dual
But
So
yeah,
it's
that's what I'm
enrollment.
good that
saying.
you're
I'm
going to
doing a double
community college.
major.
What is
So
that
yeah,
school called, Trey? What was that school called when all the delinquents used to go? And they used to send you up north to go to school. It was like Job Corps? Is that what it's called?
Job
Job
Yeah,
Corps.
Corps.
Job
You
Or
Yeah,
Corps,
go,
you
you
Job
Job
talking
go
Corps.
about
Corps,
north.
job
You
for?
go up north, and
Job
they
Corps.
put you in like a trade school or whatever.
Job Corps.
In
Yeah,
school
you
and
had
you
to
went
stay
there for
like
your
in a dorm
GED.
or whatever. Yeah, yeah, Job Corps.
That's why you're in school.
Oh shit.
Don't clown.
They put all the
I got my
problems.
GED. I got
When
a
you
lot.
got
Oh
kicked
my.
out of
I got a lot
when you
behind
got
me. Even
kicked
after
out in
that,
New York, when you got kicked out, yeah, there was
You
nothing
got
there. New York couldn't play
damn, y'all
about
doing
school.
yeah.
you about to leave soon, man. Okay,
Oh,
so Mama
He
Money.
teacupping. He looking for a phrase.
Oh look, see, I told you.
he dropped.
He dying. Hurt. That poor baby hurt. He needs a damn hug. His
Yeah,
mama rocked
I
him.
ain't want to give it to him either. Fuck him. I ain't. You a grown ass fucking
I'm
man.
gonna hug
I
you,
get
but
emotional perfectly.
And happy Mother's Day to everybody that came in. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. I hope you're getting some rest. Good morning, Callie.
Good
Happy Mother's
morning. Happy Mother's Day to
Happy
everybody. I
Mother's
Hey,
love
Pink,
you
happy
too.
Mother's
Happy
happy
Day.
Mother's
pink.
Happy
Day.
Mother's Day. It is our day today. I don't want to hear shit. No. I'm here to rumble. I'm here to argue because you know I like to
Hey,
argue.
Callie, happy Mother's Day.
Yes, happy Mother's Day to my ladies, friends. Thank you, Trey, for being up here. Thank you, Nick, for being up here. Thank you for my new friends, Harmony and Lady. Thank you so much for coming up. I had a question of the day, Mama Money, and it's your turn. The question of the day is, look at my gray hair. That's how you know my ass, you know. All right, what is the
Girl.
what advice what's the greatest advice that your mother or your grandmother ever gave you? You think about that? You could think about that too as well.
Yeah, that's a real hard one.
It was a hard one for Harmony as well. Up to me,
So the best,
I said the same thing. Perfectly dangerous.
couldn't it be the best advice, but did I have to follow it?
Somebody said men ain't shit.
You ain't follow
I
it, but it
mean,
was the best advice.
men are
It
stupid.
was, but I don't always follow it. She
Right.
Oh,
say that I can't always change every situation, so I need to walk away from the ones that I can't. And sometimes I don't walk away. Sometimes
eh?
I'm gonna make a change.
Right.
But
That's a woman in us, right?
yeah, so I guess that's the best advice I could say she
I
gave
love
me. But I don't always listen to it. I don't always do
you
that.
know. Right. And we were talking about that earlier too. Is just a lot of times we heard a lot of advice that we got is when we were younger. And that we was just like, yeah, that's why when people on this app would like to give advice, they'd be like, you wasn't even listening before, so why are you listening now, right? So I feel like we could give we could bring the horse to the water, but not thank you,
Oh,
Callie. Thank you so much, Callie.
Thank
And
you, Kelly.
but
Bring the horse to the
I'm
water,
sorry,
but you
y'all.
can't make them drink it.
thank you,
Yeah,
lady.
you
Thank
can
you.
hold
And
the horse
get
to
a
water,
dead
but
horse.
And
drink it.
sometimes you just gotta learn the hard way. Sometimes you just have to learn the hard way. And it's a lot of these devices that we have. We don't learn it until we actually like. Oh, like for me, I was like, oh, that's what my mother was talking about. My mother would say, don't talk shit about your man unless you completely done with him, or if not, you're the one who ends up looking stupid at the end. I didn't understand that, and so I went through it, and I'm like, okay, now I know. I'll be like, unless I'm really completely done with you, and that goes with my friends as well. Unless I'm completely done with you, I'll just keep my fucking thoughts to my fucking self, because at the end of the day, I'm back with my man, and now there are other people that I talk shit about is gonna look at him all differently and sideways, and now I'm embarrassed. So that's one of the advice.
Exactly. But you know what? Most people nowadays don't have shame. And me personally, until I don't even disrespect, demasculize, demantle the man that I'm with, I'ma always uplift you. But the day that I'm gone,
Yeah.
do not, steer me the wrong way, because like I said, I go to hell with you. And then like my ex, and I use him as a prime example because that was like my longest relationship and pretty much my only one at my older age. We was together for 9 years, and when we split, oh baby, I cursed him every bit of out. And then I end up dropping. You know how Lil Wayne say, "I pick the world up and I drop it on your fucking head." Yeah, I did that too. And then I told him to go talk to his mama, and he did that too. So, respectfully so, like, you don't wait until you burn the candle out at both ends. That's why I always try to tell him, in order to have a foundation, you have to build one. And if we not building one to be able to maintain when things go left, then it's gonna fall apart. It's gonna melt like sinking sand. And show and behold, that's what happened. And then he got his life together. He made a 360. He was doing him. He's doing awesome. He's doing an amazing job, and he would love to come back. But that's not the case. I'm not a guarantee. I told him that.
Well, I tell you
I
what.
wanted him to be a good man for himself, and then his children reap the benefits. But me as a spouse, I'm not a guarantee.
Look, fuck around and say something bad about your man to one of these so-called homegirls, and she gonna be like, "Oh, she just left the back door open because she was scoping him the whole time." They be
But you know what?
waiting.
I know women that have done stuff like that, and
Yeah,
that's the
that's real
weirdest
shit.
thing for
That's real
me.
shit.
But they got really shisty people out here, and that's why, like you really walk alone. Like, you think you got family, you got friends, you really are alone. Like, you could have those people to confine in and this, that, and the other, but you gotta watch what you tell these people too, because then they start fantasizing about the same thing you confining into them, or you talking, just having a good time, laughing, hee hee, and it don't be hee hee funny to them. It be like, ooh, I wonder what that's like. And then it's vice versa. Like, things could go either which way. So it's like you gotta be mindful of the circumstances and the people that you around.
That's
Yeah,
fact.
But
I
to me,
think
if I
that
gotta think that hard, I can't
you
fuck
could
with you.
talk great about your man, and they'll still backdoor you. So, like you said, you got to be careful when you're like telling whoever you want to confine, like the little things that you want to express. It's human nature to talk about like the great things about your partner and the worst things. Somebody you can confine with and dump those emotions, but like you said, you have to be careful who that person that you're dumping
Yeah, yeah. Because
when it comes
Exactly.
to
That's actually what
emotional
broke
state.
up the small villages of the black community back in the day. Like, it was jealousy on what somebody had compared to what they didn't have. And it's like, just enjoy what you have and be happy for what other people got. But no, they wanted to chit chatter and this, that, and the other, and come up with stories and fabricate and, assume. And, assumptions, you make
Oh,
assholes out of you and them.
yeah.
So,
Well, wait. Fuck around and tell your homegirl, quote unquote, end quote, how good your man's treating you and how he handling his business, and watch her smile in your face and creep through the back door
The
again.
dudes do,
You
the
can't
guys
say,
I
do
can
the
tell you
same
at my
thing.
old and
Trey,
young
Megan,
age,
so
your
my
it
your
would
best
take you,
friend
friends
Trey,
do the
Megan,
same thing
to,
to
have
to
you.
husbands.
throw that
Trey,
in
My
there,
friends
right?
have husbands.
Megan,
I'm the only one that's not married, and I'm not a bad influence. I try not
Trey,
to.
who was it? Who was it? Trey, Mega.
Omega.
yo,
Okay, the guys do the same thing. If they talk bad about the women, their friends go right behind them, or they
Yeah,
talk good about them. It's the
yeah.
same thing, vice
Yeah, that's
versa.
universal. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's one
Right.
thing we can all agree on. Like you don't tell your homeboy, I don't care how tight you are, how good your girl is when it comes to certain things. I'm sick of her, I'm about to leave her. He's gonna make a move. If he's a shiesty dude, he's a shiesty dude, which kind of goes back to what when Adrian asked what the best advice my mom ever gave me. It's the same thing. Everybody smiling in your face ain't happy to see you. They waiting on a backdoor entrance. They just waiting on that.
But you know what? It's not just that. It's the ones that like to hear you down. Like you down and out. Like I'm happy to hear you down and out. Other ones that be like, I don't understand how you still making it. Well, bitch, you not so happy to to know that I'm still making it. Like you surprised? Why is you surprised? If I make a way out of no way, if I'm capable,
They
but
can't.
yet you supposed to be the support or the person I'm able to lean on when I'm going through it. Like it makes me question people's morality and integrity, but at the end of the day, that's not for me, and that's why I know I can't lean on any and everybody because everybody's different, and I don't hold that to them. That's just simply who they are and how they was raised, and then sometimes I'd be like, "Who raised you?" But ultimately, that's not my problem either.
But you gotta
I
remember, friends are like a relationship. It should be equally yoked. If you are successful and you got a friend that ain't about shit, they're gonna envy and hate on you and talk behind your back because they're not where you are. You know what I'm
Not
saying?
all the time, though. Not
But
That's
all
here's
the
what
the
I'm
time.
saying.
crazy part because
Not all the time. It depends
I've
on the
taught
individual
my
person.
mom.
It really doesn't depend on the. You got people that are very successful, and you're not equally yoked with that person that's successful, but because of your personality or who you are, right? They get jealous
You
too. It
richer as
doesn't necessarily.
But
But
see,
I'll tell you
equally
one thing
yoked is
with
a
my mother.
mentality. It's
Hold
not.
on.
It's not a
Hold
financial
on,
status.
Trey.
That's
Hold
a
on, Trey.
mental state.
I'll tell you one thing that my mom, and I'm going to always hold this to the fire because when I was married to my DV husband, I changed. I wasn't the person I was. He changed me. When I left him, it took a while to get back to myself. And this is something that I'm going to always remember about my mother because, she passed away. She always tell me that it's okay. And this is very important when you're raising a child. It's okay to be who you are. And it's okay if you want to change for you, but don't change for nobody. Change for you, to the best of your knowledge. You
And that
know,
way it
try to
sticks.
be as good as possible. You're not going to be perfect, but always change for you for the better, and don't let anyone change you and mold you to what they want you to be for them. And that I will always remember by my mom. And I went through that trial, and I did change. Someone who made me, you know, more quiet than before. I mean, I used to be talkative, right? Um, I'm talkative back now, but when I was married to him, I was quiet like a church mouse. He got me to my knees, and that was by force, right? But like leaving that marriage and rebuilding who I was prior to that, and remembering what my mother said, um, to this day, it touched me. And
So let me ask you something. Did you understand it when she said it, or did you understand it afterwards?
when when you're a kid, when you're young, you're like, the hell is this old lady talking about?
You're naive. You're
You
naive,
know?
cut. It's like
And
it don't make sense.
so, and when she be talking to me, I'd be like, okay, mom, oh, and that's the immaturity of me, right? And once you go through it, those things that your parents tell you, you're like, oh shoot, that's what they meant. Da 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 da. So yeah, I didn't understand it before, but I understood it after I went through it because I never thought I would go through something. Because when she said that, I was like, man, I ain't going through that. Man, nobody gonna change me. That ignorant immaturity response that I gave her. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna ever happen to me. I didn't think I was ever gonna be in a DV relationship.
I don't think none of
I've
us.
But
heard about it.
but
Growing up, we
thinking,
used
I
to
got
talk
a
about it.
question.
It's small things.
Yeah.
Who
I
had a
got a
question?
would
question,
you lose
Adrian.
yourself within that if you don't know self? Because we learn ourselves once we get older.
Go ahead, Harmony. What did you say?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'm
even
going to change
the
the
little things
direction.
about
I don't want us
myself
to
that
take
I
this moment
had
and make it a
prior
sad
to
moment.
the relationship,
What?
I didn't know that that would have
Lord.
changed. You know what I mean, lady? B? That
Well,
changed
hold on a
Yeah,
very
second,
no, of
Pink.
course.
well.
Because the person changes as well, but
Oh my
it's
God.
in it, the formulation of growth is to
Give me a
understand each
second,
other,
babe.
and then for us to grow simultaneously too, not crossing paths. We're not crossing paths if we're supposed to be
Yeah,
growing
give me a
together, and
second.
then
It
All right, so
wasn't
let
a
me
like
I
get
can
Mick.
crossing
drop
I
in
I
here
paths.
don't
to
want to
run.
steal the
Lady,
room because
that
I
was
do
just
want to
an
say something, but
Time
I
understanding
out.
of
want
So,
to
y'all
let
wasn't
go as
well,
well.
let me get Mick.
we was
Out because there are
I'm
people that
sorry.
are waiting in the queue to give their answers to their questions. So I want to get Mick a chance. Mick, what is it? And unless Harmony, you wanted to say something because I know you were trying to say something
Yeah, I
earlier.
did. Go ahead and ask him that question. I asked when you finish.
Okay, Mick, what is because I could tell you a mama's boy. Mick, what is the best advice that your mama gave you? Mick, you there?
Yeah,
Hey,
fell asleep. They done
no.
talked them to sleep.
Mick, I'm gonna let you down, and then I'll bring you back up if you think about your answer.
Oh,
You know when it time out?
That was because he was waiting for so
oh,
long. He's been up here for a
he
while.
probably went to sleep.
He was being patient.
Oh,
Now,
and he was.
Mick is an early bird. Mick is definitely an early bird. He up like the rest of us. He probably doing something else, or he probably. Oh, there he is. All right. Wait. Now you gotta have to wait. Ladies first. Ladies
Hi,
first.
hi, lady.
Good morning, Lady A. I got Lady A and I got Lady B up in my panel. Oh shit, where's Lady C?
Oh shit! Don't make that alphabet now. We gonna be in trouble. Not us, them.
Good morning, Lady A. How you doing this morning? And happy Mother's Day.
Good morning, everyone. Good
Good morning.
morning. There's
Happy
a little
Mother's
touch.
Day.
Girl, you don't know my second
Good
page by
morning,
now.
LT. I said I know that voice right there, child.
Oh, that boy's
Happy
amazing.
Mother's Day.
Happy
Good
Mother's Day,
morning,
lady.
Mother's
Good
Day.
morning, lady. Good morning, Touch. How are you doing this morning? I know you
I'm
wrote
good.
a
I'm
whole bunch
moving.
of shit earlier, but I didn't read all that shit. You just kept. I should have known.
I'm moving slow. I'm moving slow, but I wanted to ask you, ladies, a favor, please. I
Favor?
got on this dress, and I feel like the dress is too tight on me,
Okay.
but it looked good. It looked good.
Anything you wear
I
looks
wanted,
good.
Look, it's
I wanted
Mommy's
y'all
Day.
to,
You
I
can do
wanted y'all to
whatever
look
you
at
want.
it and tell me what y'all think. Okay?
It's
Okay.
Mommy's Day. You
Okay,
get
you
to
let
Tell me
dress
what
and
y'all
do
In
whatever
a
think.
you
big
want.
screen. Put it in a big
Once
screen.
you ready,
Come
you
on,
ready?
Touch. Let's see.
Let's see. And Meg, you're not a bad guy. What are you stop being so damn soft? I don't. You didn't
Mommy
even
wasn't talking when she was talking to you. Thank you for
Okay.
the
All
Yeah,
right,
that's
look.
pretty. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's pretty.
You're
You
gonna
look
have to put
good,
it down.
Mama.
You're gonna have to
You
put it
look
down because we
good.
can't see the whole thing. Oh, I love that you curling your hair
Nice,
too. Can you
Mom.
put
Look
it
at
down?
her.
Put the
You
phone.
look like
Put the
Mom, your
phone down.
straps in the back.
Thank you.
Tuck it
Prop
in
the
Thank
the
you.
back.
phone up and walk back.
Put the
Yeah,
Prop it
yeah.
up
phone
and then
down. We
walk
can't
back
see
so we
it.
can see the rest of
It
it.
You
kind
know
of,
she can't put it here.
girl,
Somebody type it in, I guess. I
I
don't know.
kind of squeeze in it, but it fit
No, you
me.
look good.
I just was
Can you put
worrying
it
about
back?
if I look too hugged in it or whatever.
No, you look good. You look
No,
good.
you're
Okay,
good,
no.
That's
Mom.
fine.
Okay,
You
No,
look
thank
you
you.
go to
good.
church
Thank
for
you.
that. You can
Yeah.
go to church for
No, you
that because
look
I know
good. You
church
look
don't
real
play.
good. Sis. It's that type of dress.
Thank,
It's okay.
thank,
Yeah,
No,
you
thank
you
wearing
you.
look,
You
you
that.
look
tuck your
gorgeous.
bra
You wearing
straps in
that.
the back, Mama.
Yeah.
I got a girdle on though, but it's a
Come on, you
this
can tell.
this is a
You
type of
good,
dress.
baby?
This is a
Now
type of
let me see
dress.
what
It's
Texas
zipper
are
in the
pretty. She's
back,
pretty
and I don't
lady.
wear a lot of dresses with the zipper in the back, so that's why I was kind of a little
Yeah,
concerned.
because ain't nobody
Mr.
want to fight
Duncan
with that
say
leg,
he's not
Mama.
That's okay.
complaining,
Is it
so that
zipped
it
up
looks
though? You got
good.
it zipped up?
What you say? I didn't hear you.
Do you have it? Because I know, because when my zip is in the back, I have nobody to zip my back. So I'll be sitting, and as soon as I get to work, I'll be asking the security officer. I said, do me a favor, zip my back for me.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what I did, I was able to put it over my head and put it on. So I was just like, kind of thinking maybe,
Oh,
because I know I got a little bit of too much back there. So I was just trying to make sure.
No, you got a booty.
yeah,
You
yeah.
definitely
Yeah,
got a booty. It's
yeah,
not lifting up
yeah.
in the back though, right? It's not lifting up in the back, is it?
Well, let me show y'all.
Okay,
Let me
do
show
it.
y'all. I gotta go. I gotta go in my
So
other
we can actually
bathroom
see.
because the mirror is bigger. Hold on.
You so cute. That's okay. We don't. Yeah, we just
No,
look.
it's
Yeah,
got a little ruff around the bottom, right at the
Happy
knees. I think it's
Mother's
right at the
Day.
I
knees.
have
yeah,
a,
that's
I
your
have
mother.
a. Can y'all see it
Oh,
now? Can y'all
Yeah,
see
see
it
that
better
booty?
Oh,
now?
you okay? You good?
You look good. Oh yeah,
You
you
good?
fine.
That thing ain't going nowhere no matter
Yeah,
what you wear.
yeah,
You
you look
good?
good.
Look,
It is
you
good.
good.
You
Mommy,
look
Mo,
good,
you
and
said
I
it
love
ain't
the
going
color.
nowhere.
It ain't
It
Hey,
going
ain't.
look.
nowhere.
It
Thank
ain't
you,
no
ladies.
jiggle
I
in it
appreciate
either.
that. I'm gonna turn my
I
camera
carry
off.
one of those loads. I carry one of those loads too. So no matter what you wear,
Yo,
it ain't
that's all I'm
going
gonna
Okay,
say.
nowhere.
Look,
let me
from
put
a
my
beauty
camera
standpoint,
off. Okay, thank you,
Yeah,
from a
you
ladies.
beauty
fine.
standpoint,
No, of course. I know. Believe me, I have the same problem too. Sometimes.
yes.
Sometimes I'll
No
be
matter
like,
what
now
you
look,
do,
Touch, don't be
it's gonna
trying to
always
hide
be
out from the
someone to
men. Go
have
on and
be a
show them what
hater.
you working with,
yeah,
girl.
and she got a nice
You know
body.
they
She
be
got a nice
looking.
body.
Yes, he does.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mind me. I'm just
No,
observing.
you're supposed to.
But
You're a man. You're a man. You're supposed to.
exactly, I was looking like a motherfucker. Stop playing. But
All
look,
Yeah,
right, yeah, all
hold
right,
on,
I love
Adrian.
it. I love
hold
Question:
on,
it.
wait,
I
hold on,
don't
wait.
mind
Because
a
that
man
being said,
observing.
too.
I'm just be respectful about it. You know,
New
No,
like
mommy,
be
a
with
new
your sister,
mommy
go about your
question.
business. Don't be
wait,
like, oh my God,
But
I
wait,
hold
heard
on,
you, motherfucker.
Trey,
All
how
right,
old
Not
are
Harmony.
these
you?
What's
two
your
again.
question?
Not
Harmony
these
has
two
a
again.
question.
Let me
wait.
ask
New
it.
mommy's question.
Hmm?
Okay, what is the most memorable or the fondest memory you either have with your children and or you had with your mother?
Hmm. Okay, so I mean, I'm always making memories with my mother and with my children. Like today, we're about to make a memory. I'm about to go ahead. I'm taking her to the I'm about to end a little bit so I can go get myself together. So I'm about to go take my mother and my son to the museum for Mother's Day. So I'm constantly making memories. I think the anything that we have that we just do together, and it's like we're actually doing something together. Like so, we could always go back to that memory. Is a great memory that I have with my family, but definitely my mother and my kids. So thank you for that great question. You want to go ahead and answer your question before everybody else goes?
Well, I used to play tricks on my kids for Christmas.
Me.
One day I took one time I was telling them they wasn't getting nothing for Christmas and what I did is took their old I got some old sneaker boxes, put their old sneakers inside. I put their Christmas gift inside the sneaker, but when they saw the sneaker and they saw their old sneaker, it was like they were pissed off after that. They ain't bothered to look inside the shoe or anything, but they was pissed off. But each one of them had cash in their shoe. But,
Oh.
but
Now, do they
yeah.
remember that? Is that a good memory of theirs?
Oh
Or they?
yeah, they'll tell if you was around them, they will tell you. Mom used to always play tricks on. They tell you in a minute. They'll tell you in a minute.
I like to triple wrap stuff and then put them in several boxes. So yeah, I like that.
Yes, I love that. That is a great memory, especially when you can go back and look, especially when now they're older, right? They could go back and laugh about it, and they're pretty sure tell their kids about it. Yeah, your grandma, she used to sit there and play tricks on me, and what they probably do is probably do that to their kids.
And then like that's the cutest thing because my son, like, I love making him laugh. And like when his last birthday, he was like, Mom, I can't wait to tell my grandkids. And I'm like, what the hell? You just gonna skip over the kids? You know, like, but you know, to make those endless memories for them to like carry on is so beautiful. So like I hope we
That
continue
was
to
another
do
rice that
that.
my mother told me. She told me that the best mothers are grandmothers. And I didn't realize that. And so, 'cause I used to be like, why are you always spoiling these kids? And now that I'm a grandmother, hey, Groove. And now that I'm a grandmother, I completely understand that I'm definitely a better mother,
Mhm.
grandmother than
I
I'm a
know you do because my mama do too. Because
How
the way
many
my
grands
mama
you
treat
got?
me and my kids. Now, granted, now if I know they doing something, I'll be like, you better not do that. You better put your seatbelt on. And then my mama see, I'm turning my head like I ain't see nothing because it take a village to raise a child, and I'm not getting in trouble with her. I'm not.
right. You so scared.
I'm not. I'm turning my head. You
Right.
by yourself, sis.
Adrian, how many
What's a good
grands do
memory
you
that
have?
you have? Because I know that your mother had passed away. So what good memory do you have that you have with your mom and that you have with your kids? Think you there?
Oh, you
Oh,
talking? Oh, it's my turn now. Oh, being waiting patiently. Oh, well, the greatest memory I had about my mom is when I was in high school, and I got in trouble. Yeah, I did.
we
But
all
it wasn't my fault because again, when you are like somebody's trying to bully you and you finally defend yourself, right? And I had to explain to my mother was like she didn't play around with him in school. We are not allowed to get in trouble for no reason. Like she laid the law. But I did cry to my mom because I was like, I was so scared to retaliate because I know if I get in trouble in school, my mom will, like she don't play that shit. Wherever you at, she gonna beat the crap out of you. But I explained it to her like, listen, the girl for weeks was bothering me. Like I ignored this girl. I couldn't avoid her. She was in my face. Like there was no other choice but to grab her and take her down. I had enough. And so I was crying to my mom, and she was like, she understood, like she realized that I was so afraid of her because especially when you grew up in the church, like especially the type of church that I grew up. I feel like I grew up in a cult church type of thing, right? And so I cried to her, and she realized, like, even though she didn't want me to get in trouble ever, but she had my back. Like she was like, I understood. Like, when she was comforting me, she was like, I understood, baby. I understood. You didn't have a choice at that point because you tried so hard to follow her rules and the Bible that this person left me no choice but to defend myself. And I think that was the best thing ever my mom ever allowed me to know that it was okay, that if I did have to do what I had to do anywhere in life, she would have understood that at that point. I wouldn't get in trouble. So that was the best part of my memory is to be okay that whatever I decide how to handle things in life, that is, I won't get in trouble. I'm of course anything you do will get in trouble, whether you didn't do it or not, whatever that is. But it's okay that you responded that way because sometimes things is out of your hand.
Right. So what's a good memory that you have of your son?
Oh my God! Every memory with my son right now. Oh, my son is little. He's just 11.
Oh,
I think because guys, and it's a little cheer jerker right now. When I found out I was pregnant, because when I had my daughter and she was a stillborn, that devastated me. My son, he was a rainbow baby because I was unexpected. It was just like right after this tragedy, he came, right? And I remember going to the hospital because it was time for him to come out, and I had to have. I'm laying there, and the nurses try to comfort me, and as they open my stomach up, and the moment I heard him screaming because they had machines out because he was a premature baby, like a late preemie, because he came before the due date. It was like a week and a half left of the due date, but he came before that. So they were scared that his lungs was not properly developed. So I was concerned because I saw all this machine ready for him to be put in and shit like that. I was scared as fuck, right? Because I just went through something with my daughter, and then I was praying to God that he comes out right. The moment I heard him scream with that powerful lung, not only I was happy, I was so like crying, of course. But that was my happiest moment that he came out
I
like
love
no issue, no
I
problem.
think all of us share that type of memory with our babies when they're first born. We were talking about that earlier about that love, that unconditional love from a baby, from a child, from our children is the most precious thing that anything. It's such a gift for us to have, and I think honestly, I don't think men will never really. It's like when you give birth, whatever the way they come out. It's like that release of like I created that came out of me, and they just look at you or just hold on to you and just cuddle up against you. It's the most wonderful thing being a mother, and I love being I take such pride and joy in it. So I completely understand what you were saying about that, Kate. Lady B, what's the greatest what's a good memory that what was the question? Game Harmony, was it the The
What's the
greatest memory.
greatest memory you either had with your
Hey, big
children,
screen so
with
I can
your
show you my
children, or with
mom.
your mom?
I love.
I can
Oh,
share. I can share both.
Um,
Um,
well,
um.
I
Oh, it was Lady A or Lady B. I'm sorry.
Correct. That's my
oh,
mom in
okay,
the
I'm
yellow
sorry.
dress.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about me. Okay, I'm sorry.
no,
Okay.
no,
Actually,
lady.
wait, that's my mom in the yellow dress. That's my mom's first cousin. That's holding her daughter, which is my first cousin. My first cousin that she's holding is, But my mom is in the yellow dress, y'all.
Oh, I love. Oh, she got a nice body too. That's when you get your body. Yeah,
And she
she.
all that. Sweetest woman in the world. Don't play around. She does not play at all.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna show you a picture of my son. Give me a second, y'all. But go
Go
ahead,
ahead.
y'all.
Yo,
Let
in the
lady be.
meantime, look, I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to all you beautiful sisters.
Thank you, handsome. I appreciate you
Hope you'll
being
have a blast. You know what I'm saying? Y'all talking about the grandkids, so I had to throw the little one up in there. But
Uh-huh.
Wait,
Thank
wait
you.
for your day.
oh,
Gotta
here.
love it, baby.
You know it's always about the
look,
man.
Father's Day is next month.
Father's
Okay.
Day, no,
Around the
Father's Day is
corner.
just a,
Every day is
it's just a,
Father's Day.
I was going to say,
Now,
this is just
next
a number
month.
on the
Celebrate
calendar,
May,
it
yo.
I
next
hope I
month.
don't learn to hate May because May is full of so many things and it's just like so overwhelming. It's like one thing at a time, please.
Some big hands too, Dre. You got some big hands. You know he gonna be tall. Look
You
at
got
Yeah,
some
that.
I
long
mean,
fingers.
come on. Like, I'm 6'4", his dad is 6'3". He's going to be tall. That's
Oh,
genetics. That's what we
yeah,
do.
absolutely. Oh, that's what
But,
we do.
for
Again,
real, yo, for real,
again, the
all
big
y'all,
screen.
look,
Yeah.
all y'all have a wonderful day,
Thank you,
and I
Sean.
love all y'all. Y'all be good. If you can't be good at what you're doing.
That's
Enjoy
right.
your day, ladies. You deserved it.
Thank you,
Peace.
baby. I
Thank you,
appreciate you,
Mega.
Trey.
Thank you, Shay. You have a good
Thank you,
day.
Jay. You
Thank you
have a
for the
blessed day.
conversation.
I'm going to
Have a
holler at
great
y'all. I'm
day.
going to holler back like an echo. Yo, check me out like a library book. I'm out like 3 strikes. It's your man,
All
Mega.
right.
Straight up New York.
Okay.
He's so
Okay.
handsome. Look at him,
He is. He's a
handsome.
sweetheart. I love Uncle Trey.
Mm.
But
Go ahead,
okay.
baby.
So you ready for me to answer, Mama?
Go ahead, baby. Good girl. Go ahead.
Okay, so my best moment with my mom was when my mom told me that she always wanted me to be better than her. And it was in an instance that, she acknowledged that, she had her defaults and everything as a human being and as a mother, but ultimately she always wanted me to be greater.
Mm-hmm.
And from my childhood, my grandfather was like, "You gonna be great one day, and life will tell you otherwise." Where I was like, "Where?" And then my grandmother, her being the wonderful woman that she is, just being a natural nurturer. If you tell her something about something you got a taste for, she gonna cook it. If she sees something that need to be done, she gonna get it done. She not gonna ask, questions, this, that, and the other. She might say it one time and then she gonna do it herself. And like just the generation of women in my family and the extreme like strength that they had in independence but also being nurturers was like beautiful. A lot of times people say, "Oh, we strong or we masculine," but my thing was it's the endurance and the tenacity to get it done because if nobody else gonna do it, who will? And for me as a woman, that's created who I am. But ultimately, I've also embraced the softer side of me where I don't have to get it all done. I don't have to do it all. The question is, do I want to?
Right.
And I love that for my family. I love that for me, but I also love it for my daughter, and the inspiration that she can be anything that she wants to. And I mean, may I speak it into existence that she becomes a judge. She even said she wanted to be the president. And I mean, like for me, with her being so young and determined and questioning and literally giving logical responses on how people should handle situations at just a young age is beautiful. So I look forward to continuously seeing my children grow as a mother, and on their side as a protector and as a nurturer, but ultimately just seeing what I grew within inside of me, like literally grow and flourish into, the person they're gonna be once they become part of the world. And the world could be a scary place, but
Yep,
Make the day become better.
you're absolutely right. Happy Mother's Day to you too, Pink. Thank you, Slim. Thank you, Slim, and happy Mother's Day to all your animals and your horses and everything, and all those babies that you take care of as well. Because sometimes we don't even have to be mothers of our children, right? Sometimes we are mothers of our mothers. Sometimes we are mothers of our children. Sometimes we are mothers of the neighborhood kids. You know, because I know I was definitely the mother of the neighborhood kids. I'm still, if I'm in the grocery store and I see a little kid acting up, I'll be like, yo, stop acting up. So I'll be the mother of kids that I don't even fucking know. So happy Mother's Day to all you mothers that are not biologically mothers. Happy Mother's Day to you guys as well. Mama Money. Your turn. But she busy. She busy being a
Okay,
mother.
so no, I'm here. So
I forgot. You got a break
I
today.
had to think about it too, because I really don't know a memory that I got with my son or daughter or son or daughters or yeah, that part. So the only one I could think of was back when I was little and my grandma was teaching me how to make biscuits. And Lord knows it took me 1,900 times and 25,000 days to get it down pat, all the ingredients, and make sure they were all measured in the right order. Because my grandma didn't have to use a measuring cup, child. She just want a pinch here, a dap of this, and a bit of this. I can't measure shit like that. So you couldn't teach me how to make no biscuits like that. And I was trying my best, and I was failing every time. So the great moment, the best moment was the day I made them biscuits, baby. I was able to make that dough, roll them out, pop them in the oven. They came out so pretty and brown, and you could at least eat them. So that was the best moment ever when I actually took my grandma lessons, put them to use the right way with the right amount, and it worked out perfectly. Now I'm able to make homemade biscuits,
That's
and you
amazing.
can't touch me.
That's amazing. So you made biscuits,
My
Mama
mama
Money?
biscuits.
Yeah.
Remind me of Martin, my mama biscuits.
I love that. Now, do you make biscuits with your children? This is too much work.
That's
That's
a
Girl,
no.
no, I don't.
That a no.
I know I
Now that was a long
not.
silence.
No, we go to the store and get them. We don't make them no more.
You know what? I need you to at least torture them a little bit and put them on.
maybe when they grow.
Because we don't want to lose them old traditions in the South, you know, like the recipes and this, that, and the other. That's just like how we know how to make roux in the South for like a gumbo or a stew. Like there's easier ways to make it compared to frying the flour and the oil in the pan on the stove. You could put it in the oven and bake it and this, that, and the other. Or you could buy it in a jar. You could buy the dry mix. But like it's nothing like the value of being taught the root of it. So
Let me
like
tell you something. Biscuits is not easy to make either because bacon in general is not easy to make because bacon you said mama because you have to have precise measurements with bacon because you have to put especially you got to put a pinch of salt you got salt and you have to put like all these things that don't make any sense to it in order for it to rise and so biscuits is not definitely an easy thing to do so I can understand her sitting there trying to make it to you but did she get frustrated with you Mama Money when you did that?
No, she'll laugh
you
at
got
me.
all the
She laugh
patience in
at
the
me because
world.
my dough didn't come out right, and she already had some over there made her own dough, and it was right.
Oh,
So she didn't get mad with me because she have dough,
bless them for
just
their
stuff for me to do
patience.
my own. And she knew I was gonna mess it up anyway, child. That's why she sit me over there with my own bowl, my own cutting board, and everything. So I thought I would do it just as good as her, but my biscuit did not turn out like that. It took years for me to get it.
That's beautiful, Mama Money.
Oh,
But you know what? Listen. I have a memory with you and your kids, and that's you seeing you on them playing soccer, or even you go into their what do you call
Oh
it?
yeah,
Their country party that they had where they were doing that little dance.
yeah.
That's a great
They
memory.
had a dance at
My
school.
babies.
Yep, yep. They had the little country bling,
oh,
cowboy boots, and bow ties
They
at
look
school.
so
So
cute.
they were dressed up in their formal stuff and they
oh.
cowboy boots and hats. And child, it was cute to death.
They
And
was good. It was
they played
beautiful.
soccer
You
this
got dressed up
this
with them.
year season. Yep, and I was out there with them, child.
I know.
But yeah, they was out there playing soccer, and they had their final uh game and award ceremony. That's what it was. That was the award ceremony.
It was
That's awesome. My son is going on his second year of football, and then I'm thinking about putting my daughter in piano lessons.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, she loves music. She's very in tune to like the song tone
Mhm.
voice. She told me, Mariah Carey, you know how she has that tone where she carries it out. She says this Mariah Carey's whistle. And her brother said, "That's not a whistle." And she was like, "Mama, I could do it." And it's so cute because we play like karaoke and stuff like that. So like I love seeing them grow, and like I'll be crying every time they reach like a milestone and stuff. But I want to see her play piano, and then eventually we'll get her into vocals if that's something she want to continue to
I
do.
love that. I love that you're encouraging them. I know my money's daughter definitely got vocals. So it is never fine. I don't know if she in here, but daughter got vocals as well.
Girl, them babies be screaming and whining a whole bunch. I'm sure they got vocals. We all do.
Absolutely.
I,
Go ahead, sweetie.
I was just about to say I miss the old days when they be cleaning up. Mothers be cleaning up. My mama would clean up and play the slow jams and this, that, and the other. Girl, that
Good
she done
morning.
rubbed off on me and shucks, a song pop in my head. I go look it up and I play that same song. Like I love everything that life consists of. That's just the beauty in life itself. It's
Yeah,
art.
I
It's
love
art.
that. And that was another thing my mother used to tell me too. She was like, "You boy, it's because I'll give you something to do."
Oh, exactly, right? I'm gonna find you something. Not like
I'll
go get
find
you
you
a
something to
switch.
do. That's why I used to
Oh,
stay out of my family. That's why I used to stay out of my mother's face. Because if I knew that she saw me, she was gonna give me something to fucking do. So I stayed away from her.
my thing was when
And
they
it
would tell
wasn't
you
gonna
to
be
get
nothing
your
I
own
wanted to do.
switch
She
so
was
you
gonna
could
be
get a
hollering
record
about
with
clean up or some
spoon.
craziness.
There was always something. There's a wall that you could watch, some cupboard, something. So there's something I'll find you to do. So I used to stay out of my. Kids don't do that no more. They're always in our faces. But yeah, I used to stay far away, so far away. But I love that. I know you up there, Touch. You fiddling over there. I had to put you on mute because you're always making noise over there. Good morning,
He
Carmen.
getting ready. She going to church, baby.
Going to church. I love that. I definitely love that. I definitely love that. She goes to church for me too. I was so. I don't know if she got anything to say. My live this morning, of course, it's Mother's Day. I don't know if you heard me earlier, Mama Money, but when I did my quiet time this morning, it was about I googled the word mother and the origin of mother. What I don't know. Let me go get it because of course that was a while ago. And I got menopause brain now. I'll be forgetting shit in 5 seconds.
Hmm.
But the what was it? Mother in Hebrew means hold things together. And I think that as mothers, that describes it all. We hold things together. We are the glue that holds things together. No matter what situation we are in, whether we're single moms, whether we are separated moms, whether we are associated moms, step moms, moms, whatever we are, that word mother means we hold things together. And as women, I truly believe it. I thought that was a perfect definition or something that I read today that's going to hold me throughout the day is that I take pride in that we hold things together. And I definitely see over all the conversation that we had today, ladies, we are definitely women that hold things together, and that's what makes us mothers. And I want you guys to have an amazing, amazing Mother's Day. And definitely take advantage of it. I mean, we were talking about yesterday about Mother's Day presents, and of course the man comes up and said the best Mother's Day present is get her a Tupperware so that she could make biscuits and get her a Tupperware. And I was like, we don't want that shit for Mother's Day because that's the best thing for you guys, right?
Yeah,
So
you trying to tell somebody to cook.
right, exactly. So the best Mother's Day to me was leave me the fuck alone. Take the kids somewhere else. Good morning, Q. Take the kids somewhere else. Give me my peace and quiet, and that would be the best Mother's Day present for me. Is just having a peace of fucking mind without nobody screaming and carrying on. So Touch, you have anything to say? Because I do have to end the slide. Thank you, Q Jane. I hope you're feeling better. Touch, you have anything to say? Because I do gotta get dressed. I am gonna take my mother out, and these
Thank you,
lives,
Jeff.
and I'll be up at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, just running my mouth ever since, and I'll be running myself to sleep.
I'm happy to meet you, my
Go
birthday
down.
twin.
Can I say
Um,
one thing for the best Mother's Day gift, Adrian? I think for grown children, whether you're a boy, a man, or a woman, and if you're able to do this, the best Mother's Day for your mother who's now probably going to be in a nursing home or living with you and you're taking care of, and they're, It's to pay off their debt.
Is what?
It's
Pay
to
off
pay
the
off
debt.
their debt.
Girl.
Look at Adrian.
Adrian's
I,
the mess. You know what? What I would love to do for my mom is buy our last family heirloom that got sold, and I would buy it back if it was worth $1 million. But I'm gonna give them whatever they ask for when I go to buy it back.
I love that. I love that. I love that too. Because I mean, heirlooms. Are, I mean, I have my I like crystal. Because back in the days, people don't collect crystal, real crystal anymore.
Exactly.
And I have a lot of crystal. I have my a candy dish from my aunt that I hold cherished. Because I remember being younger and going into a house and she always had little mints in her little candy dish. And I always, so when she passed away, I told my cousin, I'm like, I don't care, that's your mother. I said, I want that candy dish because that will always remind me of your mom. And because, aunties are sometimes our mothers too,
They
right?
like mothers
They're
too.
like our mothers too, right? So especially when you're around them and you got your family around, your aunties definitely will sit there and shit. I had my auntie beat my ass a couple of times. So so I definitely appreciate those little heirlooms as well. So yeah, absolutely, and it will happen as well. You barbecuing chicken and veggies? Okay, go ahead, Big Easy. Go ahead, make your mama some food
I
today.
want some.
Okay, pass it through the phone. But can I give a little how can I say this? A little culture shock to why we acknowledge other feminines as mothers, grandmothers, and grandfathers and dads as figures through the gestation of slavery and everything, and you were misplaced where you didn't have your original mom, dad, or whatever family members. You were taken in. So genetically, we acknowledge those that give off the connotations of mother and father figures and grandparents, and we acknowledge them, especially in the South. That's something that we've always done respectfully. Some people don't like it when they be like, "Oh, that's like my mom," but that's my mom. That's your grandmother. No, that's like my mom because I love her just as much as I love my mom. I love them concurrently. Like it's not that they two different people, but I acknowledge them as individuals. But ultimately, she is a mother figure that has dedicated to my well being as well as my upcoming. So it's just the respect that you give to each and every person that comes across you. So me as a woman, I personally I love all children that cross my path like they're my own. I'm gonna treat you accordingly, and I'm gonna love you accordingly. But ultimately, it's us as adults that need to break these cycles that
It's
and the
called
means
it's
in which we
community.
come to.
Absolutely, it's community because even yesterday, my a kid that grew up with my son, he calls me mom. I have a lot of all my son's friends always call me mom. Like, hey mom, because I treated them like they were they were my children. Whether it was
Hmm.
bad or good. Matter of fact, good morning, Jessica. Happy Mother's Day to you. One of the little girls that called me mom, she just came into the room as well. So I
Oh,
definitely, yeah, I definitely, you are absolutely right. I think we miss a lot of that because a lot of people want to just mind their own business because they don't want to get into no drama and that's my kid and all. Even with the teachers, sometimes you know what I mean. Like teachers back in the days was our mothers during the daytime, and now
exactly.
there's restrictions on it. They're like a lot of the teachers don't even want to get themselves involved because because of all the legality. And I was saying that before. My younger son was spoiled as hell because I was able to stay home with him, and he used to always get in trouble. Good morning, Mike. And I used to be like, tell the teacher, "Oh, get in his ass." And they were like, "No, we can't do that." I will sign whatever paperwork you want me to sign. I just get in his ass. I don't give a shit. What you gotta do behind the closed doors? Get in his ass. I give you permission to. And teachers used to do that back in the days. Now they really don't do that anymore.
They have the restrictions, but you know what? I think a lot of teachers sign up for the position and the paycheck and the time off than they
Which
do
is
for
not
actually having a passion for the children.
right.
And I think a lot of their hindrance and the things that they harbor and pain and hurt, they contribute that to the children. And a lot of times people think these children don't be listening, but they be hearing every little thing you say. And that's why I be telling people, watch what you say around these kids, because they acknowledge it. My child will tell you if you being disrespectful and you cursing, he be like, can you please
They'll be the
not do
first
that in
ones.
front of
Right.
us? And then if you jump on him, then you gonna have to come to me, because the problem is he said be respectful.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't say you couldn't curse. He didn't say you couldn't be you, but who are you talking to? So just acknowledge and respect them, because children respect themselves by how we respect ourselves, and that's how I was raised, and that's why I'm solely rooted in the roots of my South, because my family on both sides, they just knowing the family like history, like it is a privilege, and it's an honor to know and literally be willing to tell the stories that haven't even made history books. Okay, my great aunt passed last year. She was 115 years old. That's a
And
blessing.
so I want to stick up for the teachers. I'm gonna stick up for y'all teachers, cause they do have a lot of restrictions. The only reason I'm gonna do that because I got best friends that are teachers. They have so many restrictions. Sometimes they can't even say certain things to the children. They can't break up fights. They can't touch them at all. When you're in an environment like that, it's a hostile environment because they're not able to open up and give what they can to those children because they're on restrictions. They lose their livelihood, they lose their teacher license, and then they can't go to another school and survive or put food in their own home. So you can't, we can't depend on the teachers like we used to depend on the teachers, and it's not their job anyway. They weren't supposed to be doing it back then. They was just out of the kindness of their heart and the community environment that they did it, and we should be appreciative that some of us experienced it, but today's world doesn't allow our children to do so. So it's not always the teachers, believe me. It's a
No,
lot of them that want to give, give, give. They want to do, and a lot of times they are restricted, and I can see why. It backfires on them a lot of time. They can help the child, the parent backfires on them, or vice
it's a
versa.
different
They help
day
the
and
child,
age.
and then it backfires on what they tell the parents. So it's a catchy situation, but what I will say is we as parents got to step up to the plate first and make sure these children understand. A lot of parents don't know what their children act like when they hit that damn schoolhouse.
They
Now,
know.
me,
No, they
They
I'm
know.
know.
gonna
I
be
went to
They
honest.
send them
I
college.
don't
kids
put
to
nothing
school
past
sick
mine.
because they
So when
know.
they call
Exactly.
me,
I
They
want to
know.
know
I don't
both
be
sides of the
surprised.
stories. I
They
want to know
know.
the teacher side
They
and the
want to
child
get rid
side,
of
because
them.
I'm
They
not
they
picking
want to get rid of their
sides.
Ladies,
own
ladies,
kids.
ladies,
Trust
ladies.
me, they know.
We're gonna have to cut short. Adrian has to go take her
Yeah, she
mom
has to
for
go. So
Yeah, no,
Mother's
I
my,
thank
Day.
you
my
for
mother just
having me,
slipped
my
in the
love.
room. My mother just slipped in the room too. She just came in here. She's about
All
that's
right,
the
so
one.
I'm like, all
Oh,
right, we gotta let you go, honey.
Hey,
okay,
mommy,
We
then.
happy
love you,
Mother's
Y'all have a
Day.
Adrian.
Happy
beautiful,
Mother's
Hey,
wonderful,
Day.
honey
great day,
bunny.
and y'all enjoy your day, my love.
Thank
Yes,
you. You as well. Thank you so much for joining the live. Thank you for
thank you.
talking
Nice
to me.
to
Thank you
meet
for all
you.
the amazing gifts. Thank you so much. I will be live again tomorrow because I'm working home from home tomorrow. So I will be live again. I usually go live around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning because, like I said, I'm an early bird. So I like to get up early. Thank you so much for the men not coming in here with the drama. We have a little bit of drama, but I like a little bit of toxicity. I'm toxic as hell. So I like a little bit of that mess. I appreciate you, Lady B, and I appreciate you, Harmony, coming up and just and being the start of the show for me. I appreciate you so much, Harmony, and just being an amazing, great energy, Mama Money. You're such a
I'll
great,
see you.
amazing
I'll
supporter.
see you in the morning.
Oh, I'll be amazing. Good morning, Manny's party. And Pink Ninja, thank you so much, Pink Ninja. I know it's a hard day for you. I know it's a hard day for all you ladies who don't have your mothers with you to celebrate this day. Just keep on focusing on the great
I
and
go
wonderful
to
memories that you have with your mothers if they're no longer here. I love you guys. You have a great rest of your day and be good on purpose. Be good on purpose. Good morning.
Thank you. We love you, and thank
Ma'am.
you for having us. All the crazies, all the goods, all the bads, all the everything. You let everybody in this count, and we appreciate you. We love you. We'll see you later.
See you later,
Happy
guys.
Mother's Day, everybody. Bye.
Happy Mother's Day.